Not again.
Oh, shit.
Dude, funny story.
I forgot
I was in the
thing,
7-Eleven up on the corner of 1500, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's this huge truck bringing all their fucking whack-ass produce in, and I'm going to pull out. And literally, right as I pass the truck, dude, I look, and there is this fool just coming full-blown, like, ready to fucking rear-end the fuck out of me. And I'm just honking and honking and honking. And he stops, but he stops just enough that his car taps me, so we have to do the whole get out shit.
Yeah.
And, like, right as I get out, he literally steps out, and he's like, dude, I'm gonna be real with you. He's like, I got fucking weed in the car. I don't want to call the cops. He's like, you look like a cool guy. And I was like, all right, cool. I got weed in the car too. So we can
You're like, all right, we'll both be on our way.
I was like, we don't need to tell anybody about this.
Right.
I'm like, look, not a scratch. We're good.
Right.
I was like, you need to pay attention though.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
You should have made him give you all this weed.
You just said
If you want me to not call the cops, you better give me your fucking buds.
Right.
Hand it over, bud.
Hand over the buds, bud.
He just hits you with, oh, shucks.
Dude, if anybody ever in a situation like that said, oh shucks, I don't know if I could just hold my composure. I feel like I'd break down.
Yeah.
Someone pulls out a gun. Ah, shucks.
The guy's like, oh, this guy.
He's like pointing the gun at me, and I'm like in the corner just.
Oh, shucks, not again. My favorite non-swear word is definitely crud.
Crud.
I feel like crud can be used at any time.
I think
Just like, oh, crud.
I don't know if it like is a swear word, but I've always counted it as one. But like my favorite offensive term is just call someone a cuck.
Yeah.
For
Cuck's
just,
pretty good.
Just any reason, man. They drop their sandwich, they're cuck.
Yeah.
They get caught fucking watching their wife fuck another dude, they're a cuck.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 cuckage.
I was eating these little like cracker things, saying like the crackers with the cheese in the middle, but it was called like Captain's Wafers, and I was like, damn, I'm just gonna use that as an insult. You fucking wafer piece of shit.
I'd be pretty upset if someone was legitimately just looking at me, calling me a wafer.
You look like a real wafer. It's like, you're like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Like flips the table.
What the fuck did you just say to me? Did you call me a wafer?
Specifically, Captain's Wafer.
Dude, so I met this kid named Tristram, and he's like a wannabe gangster white kid, but he says Nilla instead of nigga, and it kills me so much because he's so fucking bold with it, dude. Like he dead ass looking and be like, "What up, Manila?" And I'm just like,
You should look at him like, Vanilla Manila?
no, like every time he says it, all I hear is like he goes Nilla, and then my brain's like wafer.
Right?
Dude, I realized I had a hoodie on that was the exact same color before. I should have worn it. It could have been matching.
Dude, we still can be matching.
I'd have to go home and get it.
God damn it, Forrest.
I'm like, I just think back in 5, come back wearing like the same outfit as you.
has the same FA hoodie, and I'm like, yeah.
Where the fuck did you get that?
I would have been like, damn, you got that quick. It took them a week to get it.
What's up, lady? Strafey?
Hello.
Strafey? I always forget I have to adjust the chat little box.
The chat block?
This little one here. Boom. No. Boom.
You wanted to be slightly cut off?
There we go.
Slightly cut off by the beauty that is Willem Dafoe. When the fuck did he even have hair like that? I've never seen him with hair like longer than 2 inches.
I don't know,
Early
but
80s.
I need to
Back
do
when
that
Willem
hairdo.
was doing coke and being a wild one.
There's definitely coke in his system in that.
Dude, that is what I'm saying. Like, you do not get those eyes naturally.
No.
I don't even think, like, I bet you even if it's for the scene for the movie, they're like, yo, where's Willem? Oh, he's getting ready. And in the background, you see, like...
He's prepping. He's getting into character, as they would say.
God damn it.
Dude, so I swear to God, my ex-boss, at an establishment in this town, I can't name for reasons of the conversation, but I swear to God, I caught him doing coke in the bathroom. Dude, because, like, I go in to pee, right? But I hear, like clicking on the fucking toilet. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And, like, right as I flush the toilet, you just hear, like, oh, shit. And he's like, who's there? And I'm like... It's Kai, dude. And I'm like, I'm just using the bathroom. He's like, oh, okay, sorry. You scared me there. And like, right as I'm leaving, I just hear fucking...
I'm like, sure it's more common than we think.
Yeah, dude, like, I just stopped for a second. I'm like, is this motherfucker
I've
really?
heard that in the restaurant business, too, like...
I want to go in there, like, because I know they'll let me
Yeah,
still, like, go back in the kitchen and shit.
Yeah.
Because like they all love me there for some reason. I don't even know why. I was a shit worker.
Oh, I didn't know that was actually your past job. Was in the. I've heard restaurants like.
This was a legitimate restaurant in this town.
Yeah.
And I know for the fact he was a coke addict in the past because he got fired from this restaurant and then he bounced to the other one they had in Salt Lake and he's been bouncing back and forth because his fucking dad owns the business.
Damn. Yeah, for sure. Did you see what's that one celebrity?
I'm doing well, lady. Thank you.
Yeah, we're good. The one celebrity chef, Gordon Ramsay.
Dude, the one where he goes through and he's like testing all his restaurants.
Every single one of his restaurants, the bathrooms, like on the toilet paper dispensers and the counters and the sinks, every single one of the bathroom of his restaurants tested positive for cocaine.
Even his employee bathrooms.
Yeah, the bathrooms.
Jesus.
He like, dude, oh my god, that kills me when he like walks up and has all the managers in the room and he just fucking goes, "You guys think the drug use in your restaurants?" And they're like, "No, Ramsey, we never let that happen." And he's like, "Well, I went through with test kits."
He just passes through.
He's like, "They turn blue if there's a drug." And he's like,
wipes.
positive,
Damn.
and they're all just like, "Oh shit!" Yeah, and he's like, employee bathrooms. He's like, front of house bathroom, and he's just fucking naming them all, and they're all sitting there like, "Who the fuck do I have to fire? What do I gotta do?" Fucking Gordon's just tearing into all of them.
Yeah, it's like it's like little wipes, you know, and then like the residue makes it turn blue. And, like one of them was almost completely blue. He's like, "This one is tons." so some dude is probably just in there, just left it all over the counter.
He probably came in and he's like, "Fuck, dude, Gordon's yelling at me. I gotta get back," and he's like, drops the whole bag and he's like, "Fuck it."
He's about to do it. He's about to do it and sneezes. Fuck.
Dude, have you seen that GIF? And it's like totally bumping party, but this guy fucking has this other guy this CD case that has like fucking 8 lines on it, and this guy looks at it, flips it over, and starts reading the back of it, and the guy next to him is like, "What?"
Or the video of the chick that spills her drink on it. Or like, yeah, it's got on
when
the
they're
phone.
at fucking like, what is it, like Oktoberfest or some shit?
The one I saw was like at a party. They just have it on their phone, and then someone knocks over the drink, and it just goes all over the phone and just washes it all away.
Damn. You got good news, Googles? What's the good news?
Dude, I hope it's some damn good news.
Yeah, I hope it's the biggest news.
Look at that 50-degree prison. That gets me going right there. Geometry's my shit.
Gets the people going.
Some people like whips and chains. I like them to get real low. Just whisper sweet geometry in my ear. My favorite's when she gets down and she's like, "Dodecahedron."
The circumference of the circle is 42.
And I'm like, "Oh god,
so fucking.
Tell me more.
I love you so fucking much right now."
Let's get into parabolas.
Right?
I'm ready for calculus.
About to finish on your rhombus.
Oh god.
The way you bend right now
That'd be
creates a
hilarious.
perfect acute angle.
Imagine like some girl just and then some dude says he's gonna finish on her rhombus. Bitch, you obtuse.
I want you to come into my room, shred your clothes off, and bend it exactly 125 degrees. I'm gonna enter it at a 45-degree arc.
Is this what happens in Harvard? Like
Yes.
dorms and shit?
This is how Harvard sex happens.
Yeah.
Like they go right as they take the shirt off. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a fucking calculus book just flies out of the closet,
Right.
opens up, but it's the Kalka Sutra. It's not the regular calculus book.
Right, it's the actual calculus book.
You solve the questions, and every math question you solve gives you a new position.
Damn. I get why people go to Harvard now.
God damn it.
It's
My
way
favorite
more
is when you
entertaining.
like read stories of kids that like went to Harvard and they dropped out to become like a drug dealer or some
Right.
whack
Right.
shit like that. You're just like, fuck yeah, fight the power.
They all take entrepreneur 1010 and then they all fucking leave. Like, oh, this is pointless.
I don't need this. I could make my business right now. Fucking Wolf of Wall Street it.
Yeah.
It's like Natalie Portman. Have you heard the Natalie Portman rap from Lonely Island? And she's like, cause she went to Harvard, and she's like, "I smoked weed the whole fucking time."
Right.
Dude, have you heard Riley Reid's rap?
No.
Oh, it's great. She says the N-word like 15 times.
Oh, no.
She, like, no shame, full smile. She just like,
Damn.
and you're just like, oh, what?
Damn, gonna have to watch it for sure.
You think she got the card just from getting piped down by
so many black dudes?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. I think after you take like that much black rod, they give you the free N-word pass.
Yeah. They're like, hey man, they're sitting her down like, hey, you want to do a rap song? Well, everyone in this room's piped you down, so
you can already say the N-word. Go ahead. There are black people in like the background of the video too, so you know they're all fine with her doing it.
Right. So Sosa says, don't let this distract you, the fact that Flacco lost his job to a running back. Who, Joe?
Yeah,
got
Joe
traded to the Broncos?
Damn.
Good. Well, I guess. I don't know. Joe Flacco's overrated. And Googles, you're getting a house?
Nice, dude.
With some homies?
That's what the fuck's up.
Yeah, that is what's up. Thanks for the follow. I didn't know that the Project Monarch that you sent me is just MK Ultra.
Oh, so...
Like a different variation.
Fun fact. So both of them were combined at the same time, right? Mm-hmm. So the reason why Project Monarch got, like, I don't know, revealed is because this lady named Kathy O'Brien comes out of nowhere one day, blows up the media telling everybody about it, saying she escaped it, right?
Right.
But it's been my favorite conspiracy theory so far because, like, I don't know, I like conspiracy theories that have a dark, twisted side. And this truly shows you, like, the dark, twisted side of the CIA, especially because, like, so Monarch hasn't been confirmed, but MK Ultra has been confirmed. And this was a sub-project of MK Ultra, so I almost think it, like, most definitely is confirmed.
Definitely.
Well, what they did, so MK Ultra was mind control with LSD, right? Mm-hmm. And so what they would do is they would feed you a bunch of LSD to break your psyche so they could turn you into the sleeper agent. So what they did with Project Monarch is instead of focusing on adults, they took children because, you know, children's minds are a lot more malleable. Like, they're a lot more emotional. They're easier to break. And so what they would do is they'd go to an orphanage. Excuse me. And they would just, like, adopt a bunch of random kids. They would take all those kids and they would send them out to families all over the place. And they would just leave them alone for, like, years. And these kids would just be, like, loved and nurtured by their family. And then, like, one day, out of nowhere, like, 8 dudes, all just dressed in black. No faces, no nothing. Just kick your door in, kill your parents, and beat the living shit out of you.
Jesus.
And just fucking throw you in a cell, and they just treat you like living shit. And they do that because what it does is right at that initial shock, that's what breaks their psyche. And so after that, when they continuously are treated like that, it just breaks them more and more down. So until they develop, like, sort of a Stockholm Syndrome state where they want to be there. And then from there, their mind's so broken down that they can malleable it, like, mold it into a fucking sleeper agent. So they would use these kids, and they would implant the sleeper agent codes and all the serums and everything they wanted them to do into these children. But then, like, after all that, they would fucking wipe their minds, and they just put them back in regular society.
What the shit?
Yeah. Well, and seeing that whole idea of breaking down the psyche has been proven because you see that with, like, kidnapping cases. Mm-hmm. For example, like Elizabeth Smart, which is just local to us, you know, she was in public areas with her 2 assailants and didn't say anything because I think if you're at a certain age and you get taken or you're with a group of people who are so good at making you believe that this is just normal life, mm-hmm. they can make you believe anything. Yeah. So I think, you know, it makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, especially with kidnapping. There are so many cases of kidnappers and kidnappees developing Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, of course. For, like, they start loving and caring for their own abductors. Or
That's why I still come do this podcast with Wes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I never leave here. This is my prison.
There's this movie. I'm not going to lie, this is like the most fucked up movie I've ever watched, but I like it because it really dabbles good into the horrors of Stockholm Syndrome. So what it's called is the McKinsey Files, and what it is, it's found footage, but so a fucking police force breaks into this guy's house, and they break into his basement, and they just find hundreds and hundreds of tapes, because he's a serial killer. They're all snuff films. But the reason why they broke into his house is because they're trying to find this girl that was kidnapped by him. And fucking, he's had her for like 10 years, but over the course of the show, you see throughout all the tapes, all the ways he, like, brutally tortures her and shit like that, it fucking, like, she just breaks, and she starts liking him. Right. And then at, like, the end of the movie, they find her, and they break her out, and they're all, like, trying to get her back to normal psyche and shit. And they're doing an interview with her, and they're like, well, what do you think is going to happen from here? And she just dead ass goes, oh, he's coming back for me.
Right.
Like, we're in love. He's always going to come back. He's my one and only. And then fucking killer comes back, takes her, and she's never seen again. But, like, in that one little, like, 5-minute interview of the movie, like, the actress did a fucking amazing job of just portraying her obsession for this brutal, horrific guy.
Right.
Yeah. But, like, if you ever have a chance, like, I'm not gonna lie, nowhere will ever rent it, so like you kind of gotta go out and buy it. So if you're ever like really looking for a movie that'll give you shivers but give you a good like insight on Stockholm Syndrome, that's a good one.
Now let me get caught up on chat. What's up, Skep Talk? Glad you're here, my guy. I can't read the weird like maroon color name that said nice beard.
Me, RKZ6.
Yeah, thank you.
What's up?
Mercs.
What's up, Dot Revan?
Revan.
What I'm curious about too is, do you think that this type of mind control, and this is going to get into bashing some cultures here, do you think that that is the same type of mind control that some religious folk do to their kids?
Oh, most definitely.
Because in my eyes, religion is the only reason why religion is still around is because it's taught at such a young age that it just imprints into your brain. Like, oh yeah, that's just true. It's factual because it's all I know.
Well, I think it most definitely does that, especially like growing up in an LDS household. Because like growing up and stuff, if I ever like said I didn't want to go to church or anything, my mom would be like, "Oh, you can't do that. You have to go to church."
Right.
Like all that shit. And like when I turned 8, I got baptized, and like they prep you for it. Like they fucking make you just kind of to a state where you want to do it. Like
of
they
course.
say it's a choice, but it's not really a choice because like everybody in your class, like all the kids that grow up faster than you, they all go and get baptized, and like that's just a regular thing. And if you don't get baptized, you're shunned,
ostracized.
Yeah, like pretty much.
And I don't blame parents at all because it's the same cycle.
Yeah, it's the same way like they were taught.
Yeah.
So that's why like it's kind of like MK Ultra in a sense, but it's not like they're going out and trying to do that. It's basically like it all started with the main or what is it called? Fuck, I totally just brain farted this word.
Tradition?
No, it was like the origin. Yeah, so it started from the main origin of it. And like all those guys, those are basically like the mind controllers. That's like the CIA right there. But over the course of time, CIA fades away and like it just becomes natural. So it's like it's brainwashing to such an extent that like it's normal to everyday life.
Now the one thing that I don't understand about it is how does the sleeper agent thing work? Because if you go and break this person's mentality and let them go do their thing, how are you supposed to like make them like flip on now they're a sleeper agent?
So that's where it gets really fun, is they would do it by everyday things in life, like noises or like seeing things or reading specific phrases or hearing a specific sentence or hearing a specific word.
Right.
So what they would do is like while they're going through the course of breaking your psyche, that's when like the reason why they're breaking it down is they're implanting all that information in you while they're breaking it down. Because then when you're broken and where you're just like an emotionless puddle, that's where they like give you the full rundown and everything stays. But so while they're hitting you and shit, or like while they're beating you, like say if I was gonna do something like wanted to basically put you under my control, so it's like I would put you in a room with nothing in it, like nothing, no sound, no lights, no nothing, and you just sit there. And like if I was gonna do like MK Ultra or like Project Monarch, someone would come in and they start beating you and just like abusing you and shit. But while that is going
thanks
on,
for the $1.
there are all these like random miscellaneous sounds and words being spoken and like going off in the background, and that's all your brain can focus on because you don't want to focus on getting the shit kicked out of you.
Right.
So you're sitting there and you just isolate yourself with those sounds, and they repeat over and over and over again, and they just drill into your head. And so after like the whole process is finished, deep down in the subconscious are all those triggers. And so like say if like someone's mission was like to kill the president, but it was only after someone said like
book learning.
Oh man, there's way too many there's way too many raisins in this fucking bran or whatever.
Right.
Like you hear that sentence?
Someone donated and said for you to check
Dot
your
Revan.
Snapchat.
My Snapchat.
Now it's interesting you say that because you can like psychologists and detectives and stuff look at that too. For example, I think it was Haunting on Hill House on Netflix.
What's up, Antonio?
Hey, what up, dude?
Thanks for the $1.
Yeah, thank you for the $1.
Yeah, thanks for the $1, my man.
I think it was that Haunting
He
on
said,
Hill
who
House.
stole the raisins from the boardroom?
Who stole the raisin? All of a sudden, Force Eyes just...
It's like
I wake up and start beating the shit out of a guy.
Someone said, like, you guys ever watch Seinfeld?
Yeah.
You know, he's like, these pretzels are making me thirsty. Like, someone walks in right as that episode's playing, and he's like, God, these pretzels! And he just, what?
But no, like, isn't that... something that psychiatrists and like detectives look for in kids who get abused. Because I think it was Haunting on Hill House where the lady goes to the girl's house. Maybe it's a different show. Anyways, it's on Netflix, and they say she says that there's like a scary monster in the basement or whatever, and it ends up being like a mark on the roof, like on the ceiling, that she stares at while she's getting sexually abused by her father.
Yeah.
And then she churned that into a real monster in her head, and she truly believes that there's a scary, like, real-life monster, but in reality, her brain just shuts off and creates that because that's what she's just saying. Yeah, so it goes with the torture and the mind control.
I feel like in
more
that
proof
situation,
that it can happen.
Yeah, I feel like in that situation, it's like a coping mechanism that turns into something bad.
Right.
Because, like, that's her focus point. That's how she escaped. But, like, you've put and coordinated with that situation. And just, like, especially with a kid's mind, dude. Kids can turn, like, things into anything. Imagination spectrum so broad.
Now, isn't that the same idea, though, as these people who are breaking these individuals down? They're trying to create something in their brain that's not there. Yeah,
that's like it in a natural sense. And so, like, the CIA and shit back in the 60s and 70s when, like, throughout the 80s when all this was going on, like, I bet you they started to notice shit like that. Like, they would notice traits and specific behaviors in, like, kids from broken homes that would, like, help them fucking cope, or they would notice it just put them in, like, kind of a subdued subconscious state. And, like, you get a bunch of mad scientists in a room looking at that. What are they going to think?
They know how to use it and exploit it.
How can we use that to benefit us? And, like, the thing that really makes me kind of sick about it is that, like, especially with Project Monarch, is they had to figure out that traits like that happen. So they were out there just watching and studying all these kids, just, like, preparing for months on end to rip them out.
Now, do you think that there is a larger scale, because there's also, conspiracies with this where, and, I believe it, that media is just a big mind control, and obviously...
Oh, I most definitely seen that. Have you ever seen this video? And it's on one news station in Ohio where this guy is going, attention, this is an emergency broadcast, and he's saying this fucking whole spiel about, like, something that is happening in the fucking, like, other town. But you know how news stations, no matter what, it's impossible to word the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. They put that broadcast up to broadcast from 30 different stations around the United States, and they all are word for word.
Oh,
the same broadcast.
Yeah. See, now where I was going with it is, for example, we were talking about...
Honestly, to dabble into the media thing a little more, you know how, like, every TV show has, like, sub-branding in it?
Yeah.
That's a form of mind control.
Right, of course. Mm-hmm. Because you're watching the movie and Matt Damon's sitting here with a nice cold Mountain Dew,
and you're like, damn, I want a nice cold Mountain Dew.
And then maybe you're not paying attention, but all of a sudden you're like, that sounds good, a fucking Coca-Cola.
Some dick. Oh,
dude, or like fucking like targeted advertising. I view that as another form of mind control because, like, they listen to what you like and they target everything to come after you.
Just like my fucking Instagram ads. Those sons of bitches.
Fuck Instagram. Fuck Facebook. Like, I love social media, but I fucking hate all of them so much right now. Like, dude, I Google fucking, like, Star Wars realistic lightsabers one fucking time at 4 in the morning because I'm drunk off my ass. And then the next 3 weeks, my Facebook is flooded with, do you want a fucking SFX special edition Star Wars lightsaber?
We got you.
And I'm like, what the fuck? How did you know?
Amazon right now.
The fucked up part about, like, that is yesterday, so I've been looking for a new graphics card for my computer. And, like, so I looked on this computer, like, the graphics card, and they've been popping up on my fucking phone. I was like, are you listening? Fucking...
Your phone? So, any social media app that you have open on your phone in the background, they can always hear everything you're doing, man.
Big black dicks. It's like, I get an Instagram ad. Do you love big black dicks?
No, you're laughing.
Mark Zuckerberg licks black dicks. Do you love Mark Zuckerberg?
You're laughing, but I bet you if you were to say it enough times, you're going to start getting ads from Wish.com for sex toys. Watch.
Either that or ads from, like, fucking MissMadison.com and shit like that.
Damn.
So, Cinco junk?
Yeah.
So it's more suggestive persuasion than mind control. It's only mind control if you...
susceptible.
Susceptible to it. Now, what I was going to say with
Thanks for the follow.
The mass media thing is we were talking about the MAGA hat kid and the Indian guy.
What's the MAGA hat kid?
It was all over media where
The Make America Great Again kid that was just staring in the face of the elderly Native American man.
yeah.
I did not see
It
that.
made like national news and like was going everywhere. But I kind of wonder, like we did some research into it and it was found out that someone had paid a high Twitter account to start pushing it and spreading it. So I almost wonder sometimes if like, you know, political affiliates or government affiliates, you know, go to these Twitter accounts to push these articles to create this ginormous craze of people. So everyone's focused on that while they go and do some stuff behind the scenes so no one notices.
Well, don't like a lot of politicians already do that, where they take bribes and shit behind the scenes?
Oh, for sure.
I wouldn't really like,
especially goddamn Ted Cruz, the
Yeah,
Zodiac killer.
Yeah.
the Zodiac killer. I wish he got, dude. I hella wish he got caught as the Zodiac killer.
Campbell said that was the only thing on the news for like 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't
Maggie
watch
Kid
the
was
news, so
innocent.
that's where you got me fucked up.
I don't watch the news.
It was all.
either,
It was on
ever.
Twitter. Is
Yeah,
where
dude,
it
Facebook,
like,
Twitter, everywhere.
If I'm gonna, like, dude, to be honest, if I really want to read the news, I'll honestly just read a newspaper.
Yeah. Oh, we're not gonna get into politics at all.
we're just talking about them
The
buying.
link of media
Yeah.
control and.
Yeah.
Don't
I bet if I
worry.
pulled up the picture, you would know the picture.
I might. I don't know, dude. Like, to be honest, like, my social media is such a cancer of fucking, like, memes and belligerent videos. It's like, I get on, and I'm like, oh, shit, something happened in Afghanistan. Scrolls down once, and I'm like, damn, look at that cat try to fit that whole fucking cheeseburger in
I gotta
his
see if
mouth.
I made
There's
a
only-
new one, so I gotta see if I followed you.
There's only 2 people on
Gotta make
Facebook
sure.
whose memes I like. It's Even Talons, and I don't care about anyone else's
That's
memes.
because me and Talon share memes from the same places, dude.
I'll
Oh, yeah,
see
I
it
do.
like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, and there it is again from one of you guys. I'm like, oh, look.
Dude, Talon catches me so fucked up because he doesn't heart half the memes he shares with me, and I'm like,
Camo says, "I'm new here. Who's your favorite rapper?"
Oh,
I don't. Fuck. That's a tough question, my guy.
I don't really have an all-time favorite rapper. I more have, like, oh, shit, I have seen that.
yeah.
I more have like a favorite rapper of the moment. Like right now, here, let me pull these guys up. I just barely found these guys, so I've been really into this guy named A. Or this girl named Billy showed me this guy named Love Sad Kid. She showed me A. too. But they're both super good artists. I will always and forever be an eternal Mac Miller vibe, just because Mac Miller was always the greatest.
Hashtag robbed at the Grammys.
Dude, that shit. That pisses me off, bro. Like, you can't just fucking wipe someone off the table just because they pass away, dude. Like, their music's gonna be
You know
here
how beautiful
forever.
of a moment that would have been to have his mom go up on stage and accept that Grammy?
Dude, that would have made me cry.
Me
Like,
too, for
even
sure.
thinking about that makes me cry. Or, like,
Did you see Ariana Grande talking about that?
Uh-huh.
She was fucking. She posted stuff on like Twitter. Like she deleted all of them, but she was like trash. That's all she put, and then I think she put like fuck this and all this stuff.
Now, I do have to give props to Cardi B. I'm not a fan of hers by any means, anything she does. She's kind of funny, but she did come out and say, I'm sharing this 100% with Mac Miller.
Good
Like,
for her then. Because
That's
she
what's
knew.
up.
She's like,
Yeah, she knew.
to be honest, I kind of, like, stopped watching the Grammys after, like, all the artists I wanted to win stopped winning awards.
Right.
Camo said had the pleasure of working with him a few times.
With Mac Miller?
Salute to
Really?
him. That's awesome.
Wonderful.
That's beautiful, dude. Is he a nice guy?
Everyone
I
says
feel
he
like
is.
he's a fucking beautiful human being.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did delete those so quick though. Ruthless Dolphin.
Yeah, I imagine he was just a good,
absolute
energy
sweetheart,
to be
dude.
around, too. Like,
All the interviews I see with him, he seems
Yeah.
like such a nice guy.
and it sucks, too, because it's the guys who are passing away are the dudes who just like to have a little fun and, you know, make their mind go away from what's on the
I mean,
main focus at the time, and you know,
yeah,
just,
but they kind of, I don't know, I'm not going to lie. Some, like, I think Lil Peep and Mac Miller got a little carried away with
no,
it.
they definitely did. That's why
Like-
they died. They
like
died.
fucking most underrated Mac Miller album ever. Like, I don't know how like it is for your cities, but like out here, no one ever brings this up for me. But like, I think Faces is the best album Mac Miller fucking ever did. He touched a lot on his like drug addictions and that, but he did it in like such a beautiful way.
but, yeah.
So Camo's a promoter,
Oh, dope.
and
Really?
he brought him a couple times to his city. He said he was very nice, super humble, honestly the nicest rapper out of all that I've met / worked with. That's awesome,
That
dude.
is what I wanted to hear.
Someone-
Bless Mac Miller,
Generally,
bro.
someone you could chill with and not, or with and smoke and hang out. That's fucking dope, dude.
God bless Mac Miller, bro. God bless Mac Miller.
Rest in peace. A real A soul taken way too early.
True treasure to this planet, bro.
Yeah.
Did you see Danny Brown was on Your Mom's House podcast?
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I started watching it. I need to watch with him on there, but I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, Camo, I don't think anyone ever has. Like, online, everyone has such good praise. And you could see when, his viewing went on, there were so many different variations of people there, and they were all heartbroken. He was tons of people there.
I've ever heard anybody say, like, anything degrading towards Mac Miller, I wanted to slap the shit out of him,
It's
dude.
because they think it's a white boy rapping, and they don't like white boys rapping.
That's another thing, dude. Like, I feel like when it comes to music, you can't fucking just put genres in different races, because I feel like everybody can add a different twist to a fucking genre of music.
Yeah, it's fucking.
You gotta leave race out of music, and you gotta leave religion out of politics.
Yeah, Wallace fucking his tiny desk. That one was fucking so dope.
Dude, that tiny desk was beautiful.
So, Camo, on the flip side of things, who have you worked with that you found very disrespectful, or a rapper or artist that you didn't enjoy?
Yeah.
Here's the real question: Who do you think is the rudest rapper in the industry right now?
There's some that's a good one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to know who from a promoter's perspective is the worst of the worst.
Right. Tory Lanez.
Really?
So he was absolute diva.
That's hilarious.
I'm not even surprised. That makes my whole day. Oh my god.
Yeah, I agree, Ruthless Dolphin. We lost way too many.
Dude, I bet you he's a stuck-up fucking bitch now. If he was an absolute diva 4 years ago, fuck, imagine what that fan's done to him now. Probably walks in, he's like, that's not sparkling water. I'm not gonna fucking drink that shit.
God damn it.
Didn't even have to think about it.
That's so funny.
See, and it's weird, too, because we see some of these, like, new age rappers just from their persona, but, like, I truly want to know, like, guys like Lil Pump. I want to know what he's like if you're working with him.
Dude, I think
he's pretty smart. He knows how to market himself.
Dude, I feel like a lot of those mumble rappers are a lot smarter than people give them credit for. Because, like, I feel like a bunch of them, they see it and they're like, dude, I can totally use this as my gimmick.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to make me fucking money and this is going to make me famous. Like, why would you not want to roll with that if you're just trying to get rich quick?
It always makes me think of fucking 2 Chainz every time, just because he's so fucking smart.
Degree
but his fucking lyrics are gold.
Fucking big shit like a dinosaur did it.
I was finna stream tonight, but I worked with Lil Pump's team, but the show didn't end up working.
Damn.
No.
What do you stream, Ruthless?
It was $125K to book.
Dude, did you ever...
Oh, jeez, damn.
Him last June? God, already? 125K last year, and he's way bigger than he is last year.
Frank Ocean is the master,
Frank
in my
Ocean
opinion.
is definitely slept on.
I
Definitely
love Frank
slept
Ocean.
on.
Dude, I actually chose my rap name because of Frank Ocean.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's kind of an offensive thing, though.
Dude,
I'll
I
tell
think-
you all at a different time.
Okay.
Doesn't he have something new coming out? Like a collab album?
I think he
I
does.
fucking thought I heard something.
Oh, you're good, Ruthless Dolphin. Don't
I
worry
don't
about it.
I don't know, though. I'm kind of iffy when I see, like, that shit. Like, oh, this artist is coming out with an album.
Well,
I'm just iffy with any news on social media.
Alright, R6 and Apex? Oh yeah, dude.
Rainbow Six, yeah.
I'll
We've been playing that Apex on PC.
follow you real quick, my guy.
Dude.
And then we can host you. We're trying to find new people to...
The real
Wes posted
question-
today, host other people, you know?
Yeah.
So if we see you fucking live, we'll host you.
Dude, the real question is, do any of you guys listen to Wretch? Because I feel like Wretch is hella slept on. Dude, let me show you some Wretch.
Can't play music on stream.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it just-
That breaks my heart.
It's because when we put on YouTube, we get copyrighted.
Really?
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Yeah, it's because...
That's
if it's
alright.
personal music, we can play it. Like,
Obviously, because...
But,
Yeah, we always get in trouble, though.
yeah.
Well, I'm not as good as Wretch, so I can't play my personals.
Jesus,
But I'll show you him after the stream,
Sweet.
dude. I think he's majorly slept on, because he is way talented.
But yeah, I was Wes listened to it too, but Travis Barker was on Joe Rogan's, and he produces and does remixes and shit, and he did a lot of producing on XXX Tentacion's new album, but he says he's doing a remix for Lil Peep and XXX Tentacion. But,
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm curious about that. I want to hear it, because if it's like a fucking his drum remixes for probably their it'd be dope. I want to hear.
D'Angelo is apparently working on something. Huh.
According to Erica Badu.
Interesting.
Can't wait for my PC build. That would be so dope. Fuck, yeah, you get a new PC build? That's fucking rad, dude.
You guys ever checked out Tierra Whack?
Tierra Whack.
You should go listen to her album Whack World, but like watch the music videos on YouTube because she literally linked them all together. It's like a 15-minute album, so it's like a little 15-minute video.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, I guess
She is like, dude, she is a talented artist. I think she is one of the most slept-on artists of like the past 2 years.
There's a lot of people who are finally coming up who are just straight up.
They're killing
talented.
the game like already, bro. They're already dropping bangers, and they've only been in it for. Like,
oh, that's fucking what it was. So someone got a leaked thing of who's gonna be on his next album, and it looked fucking. Damn, I'm not gonna be able to find it though now. It was on Twitter. He posted like, it was like new music coming out with what did he put? It was like KL, Kendrick, and someone else. It was like. But I was like, oh
Some big name
shit!
people.
I was like, this would be a dope album.
Marshmello hinted at some Peep remixes.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I kind of like Marshmello's sound. It's a little different.
Dude, so.
But I'm so far out of touch with the rave type music that I don't even know who's popular anymore, and who's killing the game.
I like go to raves. And everyone's like, damn, what set are you trying to see? And I'm like, man, I'm just trying to hear computers fuck.
Trying to see these computers do some shit.
Yeah, dude. Dude, so, did you guys ever, like, keep up with the whole Jordan Carter scandal? This guy named Jordan Carter, earlier this year, came out of fucking nowhere and fucking leaked Eternal at Take by Lil Uzi and fucking Whole Lotta Red by Playboi Carti. Both their new albums, he leaked them months before they were supposed to be released, dude. They were up for like 2 weeks, and it was the most banging ass time. But I'm super sad because now I don't think Lil Uzi will ever release Eternal at Take.
Well, then Lil Uzi's done now completely, right?
Yeah.
He deleted
retired.
everything, retired.
That's what breaks my heart, dude. I feel like he did it because his album got leaked. And he was like, well, everybody already heard it. What's the fucking point now?
Yeah, he'll probably come back, I think.
He better come back. That motherfucker jumped off his 2-story building at fucking Rolling Loud, dude. My homie Jason told me about that.
Damn.
Into the fucking crowd, bro. He said they all just caught him.
Jesus.
He's not a big dude, so that's good.
Dude, imagine if Maxo Cream jumped off a 2-story building into the crowd.
Damn.
Camo said, should check out my boys song. Just did 100K plays in under a month.
Blue
Just
Lights.
got it posted to Lyrical Lemonade's Twitter and website. Blue Lights by...
I'll pull it up and
Nice.
we'll fucking... We'll
Is
definitely...
it on SoundCloud?
We'll definitely check it out
so.
at some point. Oh, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, we won't play it on stream just because we
Why is
don't...
it trying to print? Oh, I have to... I Control P, not Control V. Yeah, we'll check it out though, for sure, and... Yeah, we'll fucking give it a listen after the podcast.
Yeah, we're always looking for new artists and new dudes slaying.
Steady.
He said Apple Music, Spotify, probably SoundCloud too.
Dope.
I already found it.
Yeah, we'll fucking check that out for sure, dude. That's awesome.
Utah's music scene has been pretty interesting lately. Because we had Kool-Aid and...
I'm supposed to make a song with him this weekend, hopefully.
I forgot his friend's name.
I'm
a piece of shit. Because I don't have him on any Snapchats.
I have no idea. I only know like Anatoly as like one of his homies that he kicks it with.
I'm sorry I
know.
forgot your name if you're listening.
I had him open up for me when I brought Troy Lanes and Rich Homie Quan. Oh yeah, dude.
What the fuck's up? How's Rich Homie Quan as a person?
Yeah.
I'm curious about that.
He seems like a...
Seems like he'd be like a fun guy, but not like a guy you'd want to spend a lot
But
of
not
time
quite a
with.
mushroom. You know, fun guy.
I'm a cool guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm a fun guy. Then I get a little sugar in me and I start to go cuckoo.
God damn it.
Doesn't take much. This morning it was just one fiber, one brownie.
Damn, what is that from?
It's like this guy just fucking
You ever
talking
seen
in the
that
mirror.
video?
I have. I just don't remember what it's from.
This fucking weirdo saying some shit.
He was like, you know, I'm a cool guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm a fun guy.
Camo
That's
says he's
what's
pretty
up.
chill, likes to drink. This crew loved karaoke.
Shout out to
Had to take them
karaoke.
to a karaoke bar.
Shout the fuck up to karaoke, bro.
Damn.
I'd love to go to karaoke with Rich Homie Quan. I feel like that'd be a baller time.
That's so
Like,
funny.
yo, Quan, what you gonna sing? You gonna fucking sing You're the One That I Want with me? Goddamn right
like,
you are.
Pump that Shania Twain.
Man, I feel like a woman. Fucking Rich Homie Quan just.
Damn, if he was wilding out like that, I'd be about it.
That'd be,
I'd
the
be
shit.
hella about it. That'd be fucking righteous.
I bet Gucci Mane's pretty cool too. I know that he's getting big now, like even more
Dude.
big.
Favorite thing ever.
Gucci.
My old coworker, fucking Evan Service, dude. Dead ass has Gucci Mane's ice cream cone tattooed right here
Damn.
on his leg.
That's commitment.
Dude, no, that's what I was saying, because like, he wore these fucking short shorts to work, and I was like, bro, is that fucking Gucci Mane's ice cream cone? And he's like, you goddamn right, Gucci Mane's the GOAT!
I wouldn't go that far, but he's pretty cool.
In Evan Service's eyes, he will always be the GOAT. He's got the cone on his leg.
Camo says, Gucci's one of my faves. I can't go to USA and he can't come to Canada, so RIP.
Why can't he come to Canada? Are you both banned from coming to each other's countries?
Damn.
That sucks.
That'd be some brutal shit, dude. Dude, if you're banned from America, what'd you do to get banned?
You can get like just from having like simple felonies and stuff.
DUI.
Really?
I think
For a
so.
while. Oh, no, that's opposite. For a while, they wouldn't let people go into Canada if you had a fucking DUI. I was reading the story about this guy that had, he went to see his son. His son was, stationed in Canada. And then he went over there and, like, got stopped at Border Patrol for it. And,
That's
like,
crazy.
they're like, you had a DUI in 1984? And he's like, what the fuck?
Now isn't that some whack shit?
You got banned from the U.S. for 6 grams of weed?
And
6 grams?
And it's legal now, and he still can't come to the USA.
They fucking banned you from the whole country for that?
I think it's any
It's,
type of federal.
But that just seems like a little too much there.
It,
Think of how long medical cannabis has been legalized in California.
but
No.
still, like, it's just for travel bans and shit, because, like,
That just bugs me.
I think it's
though.
one of those things where it's not. They don't see what the specific crime is. They just see it.
Or like
as
you
a
brought
crime.
drugs
Yeah, like
in,
he
get
says-
the fuck out of here.
like he
That's
says,
fucked up.
USA classifies it as same as cocaine. But yeah, like you said,
Damn,
yeah,
that's
they
fucked
classify
up.
as a class 1 drug. So like
Yeah.
possession, it's
Why do we have to be such a lame country sometimes?
because fucking bitch ass. What's his name? Jeff. Is that his name?
Who, Session?
Jeff Sessions. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He's
the-
fucking the game up. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, he fucking wanted to classify CBD as a like.
A class A drug.
Yeah, it's fucking. I was like, you are a dumb idiot. A big dumb idiot.
Drank a gallon of CBD and was fine.
We just
Used
don't
to
have,
make CBD tea for Christ's sake.
we just don't have any new age. There's very few new age thinkers who are making political decisions for us, and it's shitty. So now I just stay in Canada.
Who was it
smoke
that
legal.
started the war on drugs? What president was that?
Reagan.
And
Let's just go kick
His
Reagan's
wife.
ass.
His body's ass.
He dead.
Reagan dead.
Yeah, Reagan dead.
Who's the
Yeah,
rapper
we'll
that has
go
the
back
song?
in time.
I'm glad Reagan's dead. Who's that?
Trump federally legalized CBD and hemp recently.
Well, and now we have the article that just hit the government that's trying to make weed federally legal. So, and they say maybe by the end of the year it will be.
That'd be lit. I'd be down with that.
We're not
I'd
far
be-
from
Killer
it.
Mike, that's what it was.
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie, I'd be hella down with that because fucking, as y'all know about my little DUI fiasco back in the day. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want some shit like that to happen again. That was
Right.
absolute bullshit, bro, and that cost me like fucking $3,000.
Yeah. But I mean, we're gonna all see it in our lifetime in the next 2-3 years, where it's gonna be the same as alcohol.
The day that happens, I'm gonna be so happy, dude. Because then when I like leave my house or something, my mom's not gonna be like, "Don't get arrested while you're out." She's gonna be like, "It's legal now."
She's like, you want to fucking rip this bong with me?
No, dude, I wish. I've asked my mom to smoke weed with me so many times.
Really?
Every time I do, she gets so offended. Like, dude, this one time I was just fucking around, bro. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh shit, mom, I'm about to go fucking spark this fatty wood. You trying to come with me?" And she was like, "That's not funny." And I was like, "It's a little funny."
Every once in a while, my parents, because my parents used to be pretty anti, but my dad's gotten better at forward thinking and kind of understanding. Like, I just think 80s mentality, 70s mentality, he always thought it was the devil's lettuce. Like,
And like
It is.
back then, you get caught up and they'd be like, all right, you going right to the slammer, bucko.
but now like he's on all the social medias and he sees all these famous people he enjoys watching or thinks are funny, and he's like, oh, they smoke weed? And I'm like, yeah, Seth MacFarlane definitely smokes weed. Obviously, dude. Like,
I think Seth MacFarlane smoked weed for the very first movie he was in.
yeah.
Wasn't he in fucking Superbad, dude?
Seth MacFarlane?
No, that's
Seth-
fucking Michael Cera and all
Yeah.
those dweebs.
Seth MacFarlane's the Family Guy, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, Dad, they sing a song called A Bag of Weed. Everything's better with a bag of weed. Like, what the fuck do you think?
Seth MacFarlane's one of the most pro-cannabis actors out there, I believe.
But
Have you
he-
watched his new show, The Orville?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh
so
my
good.
god, that shit is fucking
It's like Star Trek.
hysterical.
Funny
Dude,
Star
that
Trek.
that's what I was saying, bro. Like right at the start of this, I was
Peter
like,
Quick.
"You fucking genius! You made Star Trek better,
Camo says, your mom sounds exactly like mine.
dude." Is your mom hella LDS? Because I bet you our moms would have a damn good time if she is. They could get together and have Bible study and shit like that, dude.
My mom said the other day, she's like, I kind of want to try weed, but I don't want to smoke it. I'm like, Mom,
You can
I could get some friends right now. We could eat some of that shit. I could send your ass to the fucking moon.
Well, I think the scariest moment in my life, it's like fucking midnight, and I'm in my kitchen. I'm allegedly brewing mushroom tea, right? And my mom walks in, and she's like, "What you doing over there?" And I'm like, "Oh, you know, just brewing some tea." And she's like, "Oh, can I have a glass of it?" And I'm like, "You sure you gonna like it?"
You don't like this. It's the
Dude,
flavor
I
you
was
don't
sitting,
like.
I was sitting there. I was like running fucking through hundreds of teas in my mind. I'm like, what's the one tea my mom hates? And I was like, jasmine. I know she hates jasmine. I was like, it's jasmine. Are you sure? And she's like, oh, jasmine's the worst. And I'm like, thank God, thank God.
Jesus looking out.
You know, I looked up. I'm like, thanks, big guy.
Right.
Fucking sip my tea and
Holding
walked away.
So, Wallace says Bill I-420 is hitting Congress soon. Trump is poised to sign it. So fingers crossed if Trump gets a second term, so he's free of political pressure to get reelected, he may legalize. Federal legalization is on the horizon.
Yeah, for sure. Within the next 10 years, for for sure. I'd say for sure.
I don't even know if it's gonna be 10 years.
Going to
'Cause-
what Google says, generally in our state, everybody, if you smoke anything, you're automatically an evil person.
Utah's gotten a lot better though.
I don't know, dude. I still get dirty looks from vaping in public. That shit bugs me, dude. Like, someone's staring at me and they're like, oh, you fucking piece of shit, blowing your candy-flavored smoke in my face.
But you got to compare it to how many people don't care nowadays.
This
Because it
is
used to
true.
be like,
I remember
anything,
back-
like even 4 years ago, 5 years ago, like anything, people would like look at you like you're fucking gutter trash.
Oh, dude, I remember when I was in high school, like, when I started being a bad kid, bought my first pack of blues. I fucking it was like finally making the switch from American Spirits, bro. That's when like all my homies found out I like smoked and shit like that, and they all just dropped me right then and there, except for Brendan Hanna.
Hey,
the OG.
shout outs to him.
Shout outs to Brendan Hanna.
I remember
OG.
East very first real thing. Like I had them forever. Like when there was fucking first mods. Like me and Chandler wasn't we were in Vegas? I don't know. I just remember when it was when we took our Vegas trip. Remember like we were smoking our e-cigs in the casino, and like no one knew what fucking e-cigs were at the point, and they're like looking at us like we're psychopaths. Like, but I was
How are
like,
those guys blowing out so much smoke?
Right?
yeah, like I don't know.
I remember the first time I saw a mechanical vape. Fucking Riley Hess takes me in the bathroom, bro, and Braden Lynn's sitting there. He pulls out this metal tube. It was a fucking Magneto smoke. And I was like, what in the hell is that? He's like, this is an e-cig. I'm like, man, that looks like it's going to blow my shit up. And he takes the biggest rip, blows out this fat cloud, and I'm like,
Whoa.
I pull up my little stick one, I'm like,
I remember my first experience was like a long time ago, and it was just a hookah pin.
my favorite will always and forever be the first time I smoked a cigarette, man. That was like the rush back then, dude. Fucking little 13-year-old me.
Yeah.
Take that first rip, and I'm like, man, why does everybody smoke these? Oh, shit.
You're like, oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Cigarettes are a bad habit, though, man. They're
Dude, me looking down, I hope this doesn't open anything within inside of me. Fucking year later, like smoking 2 packs a day, and I'm like, yeah, let's get it. Dude, the worst would be like fucking hallucinating, bro. Anytime you take a hallucinogen and cigarettes just don't exist because you can inhale them in one puff.
Our friend, I don't say his name, but every time he's like drinks it excessively, he just like smokes, chain fucking smokes these things. And he had this, his family got this little, no one's on condo. What are they, timeshare up in like Park City or something, and we were in the hot tub and like we fucking drank so much, but he like chain smoked like fucking 12 cigarettes in a row just while drinking whiskey. He's like, hey, can I get another one of those? And then smoke it after it's gone. Hey, can I get another one? Just non-stop. I was like, dude, can you fucking breathe? Like you've been smoking for like over an hour straight.
Dude, that's how my homeboy Chase was back in the day, man. Fucking oh my god. That kid blew my mind, bro. I remember the first day I met him. We're like camping, dude. And he's like, dude, we gotta get cigarettes before we go camping. Like, I've only known this kid for like probably 2 hours, and he already smoked 8 cigarettes. Jeez. Of my cigarettes, to be exact. And so, I look at him and I'm like, Chase, I'm not gonna buy any fucking cigarettes. You're gonna fucking smoke them all. And he's like, no, I'm not, bro. And I'm like, watch. I'm gonna buy 2 packs. And I was like, I'm gonna count. I'm gonna have 10 of them, and you're gonna have all the rest of them. I had 5 of them.
Damn.
Like, dude, that whole camping trip, like, I swear to God, every 5 minutes, I'd, like, have a tap on my shoulder. He's like, bro, let me get a cigarette. And I'm like, you're so lucky, the homie, bro. All right, would never give you this many cigarettes, dude.
Right.
He fucking, oh, my God. He was always chain smoking, bro. We'd be, like, walking down the street, and he'd be picking up halfies and shit like that.
Oh, God, yeah, that's why they're...
Yeah, well, I agree with you 100%. Like, vaping is 100% better. I wish everyone who smokes cigarettes would vape, but
You know what? You know what the best video to show anyone who smokes compared to vaping is? You know that guy that came out and he was like, I'm going to show you what your lungs look like.
the
after
cotton
you
ball
fuck-"
things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did that same thing, but he compared it with cigarettes and vaping.
yeah.
And the vape one, it was like barely yellow.
The only problem with vaping is,
Gives you popcorn lung.
well, yeah, and like, if you do it, like, it has to be obviously a lot like smoking, but like, it actually, your lungs hold in the moisture, like, so like, you know, you can just fucking, people can get like, you know, bronchitis and shit from smoking way too much e-cig, but it's just obviously way too much. Like, I'm not saying like a normal, some dude just, you know, but like, it'd have to be a shit ton, like
fucking hours deep into
Yeah.
it.
Well, it's just like, you know, we haven't, vaping's new. We haven't seen the long-term effects. There's going to be long-term effects, but as a cigarette, what's the word? Alternative? Way better.
that's some kid.
Even just chewing nicotine gum is a better alternative.
Yeah.
to
This
smoking
dude we were
cigarettes,
friends
man.
with, when, like I said, when E6 very first came out, because I've had him for like day one, and he's like, dude, you don't even know what you're smoking. He's like, at least smoke cigarettes because you know what's going to happen. He's like, you don't know the long-term effects of those. He's like, go to cigarettes, you at least know what's going to happen, because he's against all smoking. Like,
He literally just said to you, look, you don't know if this is going to kill you, but you know this one's
Yeah.
going to kill you, so you might as well just cut
his
out that
logic-
middleman.
You better
logic's
look-
a little flawed there.
at least look cool while doing it.
Well, I mean, can I
Sorry.
take it back? His logic isn't all flawed.
Sorry, I'm not trying to look like motherfucking Clint Eastwood over here,
Right.
leaning against the fucking bar, puffing a fat stogie. I'd rather look like a fucking jar of Fruit Loops blowing a vape out any day.
Jar of Fruit Loops.
I don't know.
Now, the one thing that kind of does bug me about marijuana is people still think it's better than it actually is.
No, dude, like, I've had so many people, like, you can't get cancer from smoking weed. I'm like, you can get cancer from smoking anything. What the
Yeah.
fuck do you mean? There are carcinogens in weed. There are carcinogens in paper. There's carcinogens in everything, dude.
Right. And that's the one thing that I think a lot of pro-weed people do need to work on better explaining is
This shit'll fuck you up.
there's bad shit that comes with it. Just like there's bad shit that if you drink a lot of alcohol, if there's bad shit along
It's
with vape, like it's all bad for you.
It's like fucking at the end of fucking, like, when weed commercials are a thing, they should put, like, smoke responsibly.
Yeah, 100%. Everything is well, I don't want to say everything, but a lot of stuff is okay within reason.
This is true.
Drinking's okay within reason. Smoking
think-
weed's okay within reason.
I think one of my favorite memes I've been seeing so far is fucking recreational cocaine to be legalized in Colorado. I'm like, yes, let's get it. Come on, Charlie Sheen's gonna be flocking to that bitch,
Could you imagine the productivity of people's work if they legalized cocaine?
dude. Something
They're like, Work is getting crazy fucking done now.
We fired 4 guys. Jerry's running the whole system himself.
Look at this. Jerry's been killing it. Look at how fast that fucker's moving. I didn't even know anybody could run that fast. It's like Usain Bolt down there. You see this guy like...
His fucking nose is bleeding and he just fucking...
just throwing 2x4s through everything.
Jerry, why are you taking a break? I'm done with everything. What do you mean?
Your shift started 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's all fucking done. Yeah, it's...
You'll have this white ball in my locker. Jerry, that was for the whole week. The whole week?
Yeah, the whole week's work is done.
I thought the MTWTF meant Monday.
Well, I think Forrest is on the boat, and I'm coming to terms, like, I'm agreeing with Forrest, too, as I think all drugs should just be legal. I would much rather have
It's much easier to fucking have people do drugs under a monitored system.
Right, that's what I was going to say.
At least people are going to do them safely, like, you're getting some good shit.
Yeah, and I mean, people who use needles for, like, meth and stuff, I'd rather them using clean needles than using dirty needles and then also getting fucking HIV or some shit.
Dude, it's like, I can't ever remember who it was, dude. Like, I swear to God, it was either Sweden or Switzerland, but one of them in the 80s, they had a huge heroin epidemic to where, like, fucking 75% of the population was using. So they just made it legal.
Right.
And fucking now it's down to, like, 20% of the population uses it.
I've heard about those safe injection sites, like they're handing out safe needles and shit, but everyone's like, hey,
I feel like
it's a double-edged sword fucking thing.
Dude, I feel like people don't want to go to safe injection sites because they feel like they're going to go and then just get fucked on by the cops.
Right, that's yeah.
It's like fucking, I know in the UK and shit, they have drug testing centers at like festivals and shit like that because they're like, people are going to do them anyways, we might as well make sure they're being safe.
I agree with you, Wall. I think we're on the same approach. That's why I have such a problem living in Utah now, too, is the church runs everything, and I made a post about it. A lot of people have been talking about it. I think the church doesn't trust their followers. I think that if they truly believed in their followers, that their followers will do what they say is right, there should be no worry about cannabis being legal. There should be no worry about alcohol being at a higher level. Because it's not going to be like all of a sudden, alcohol's 4.2, or 5 point, whatever it is.
Damn,
all the Mormons are jumping ship. It's about time. This is the moment we've been waiting for, baby.
Wait. So you're telling me I can buy a beer that's just like a beer in Arizona? Fuck this shit! I'm out!
I've been waiting my whole life for this moment.
God damn.
You're telling me weed's legal? God, this Book of Mormon's bullshit. I'll
right.
sit out the window, sparks a joint.
But yeah, I don't get it.
Honestly, I kind of agree with that mistrustment statement there. It's like, why the fuck are they so worried about it? Why are they really so worried about it?
If I was a devoted Mormon, I would start wondering and start getting frustrated that they don't trust me to make the right decisions.
You see, like, what we really need to do is just fucking broadcast this on General Conference.
Yeah, that'd be so fucking funny.
Yeah, now we're talking.
No, they're back sinners!
Did you ever see that lady? It was either 2017 or 2016. During General Conference, she stood up and screamed out 3 times, "Stop protecting rapists."
Yeah.
That shit was wild.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, that was wild.
Yeah, that was fucking some real shit. Yeah, well, like 100%.
He said, in a country founded on personal religious freedom, there should be a big wall between church and state. Yeah, that's pretty much what
our founding fathers made a very good point.
They had some fucking
you can't have church and state combined.
What do you guys
think
think about
they did it for a fucking reason.
Yeah,
like
because they left where it was not, and they fucking hated it, and they knew it was corrupt.
They wanted to fucking get away from religious takeover.
But see, you know what the problem is now?
Squarespace ad. That's a great... Just kidding.
You know
is that Tim and Eric?
You know what the problem is now, though? Is all of us who disagree with how our country's being ran, we can't run to new land. There ain't no new land anywhere to run to.
This is true.
You don't know that.
We can go to Antarctica. Well, the ice wall.
We got one thing. We call that bad boy Mars.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. So, I watched this fucking... So, you guys know who Shane Dawson is, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched his conspiracy theory videos?
I was gonna say, Romina said she sent you one.
Yeah.
Dude, I am not gonna lie. They're good.
They are really good. His flat Earth one with his brother.
That is the one I was about to bring up. Because I'm not gonna lie, he made a lot of really fucking good points in that. when he was like, you can't even go to Antarctica right now. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Start fucking Googling. Oh, you had to have military escort in Antarctica. Why?
There's a couple reasons though why, because I believe up there is a lot of safe spots for like, I can't remember what part of Antarctica they have every single seed that exists in like a safe spot.
Yeah, that's the national seed bank.
And a lot of people do think that there's shit frozen up there that gives a lot of answers.
Do you know what they call that? What's frozen up there? Captain America.
Yeah. And Superman's up
Wallace says the
Fucking
two
Jesus.
married fellas down the street should be able to protect their weed farms with fully automatic rifles. Let people do what they want as long as they don't hurt others.
That's what I'm saying. I think anybody should be allowed to have a gun, but I also feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like people should be required to take a psych eval.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say, I don't
gun.
think everyone should be allowed to have a gun.
You
So-
can't. Everybody should have the opportunity to buy a gun, but you
there's-
got to take a test to get the gun.
So there's this guy that me and Wes know, and he's special needs, like went to special needs classes and everything. Like should not have a gun. I'm not saying just special needs, but he should not have a gun by any means, and he is allowed to have a concealed weapons permit. This special needs fella that could blast someone in.
I just feel like anybody with a mental disorder shouldn't be allowed to have a gun.
Right.
It's
I
hard
feel
to.
like people
It's hard
with depression
to.
shouldn't be allowed to have
It's
a gun.
hard to
Like
fucking.
bipolarism shouldn't have a gun. I definitely think schizophrenic people shouldn't have a gun.
It's hard to fucking because not everyone knows that, and like there's so many things, like for example we have classifieds here, and like
Dude, I literally I
some
bought a gun for my
shows.
schizophrenic coworker.
Yeah, it doesn't it's too easy. I'm not saying it's too easy to get a gun. I'm just saying like
It's pretty easy to get a gun.
but it's and
You know where I bought my shotgun? Walmart. You want to know how long it took?
5 seconds.
15 minutes.
it's because you
You
have
wanna
a clear
know how long
record.
it took me to buy my gun?
It took you
fucking-
how long for your background check?
Yeah, it's because the computer's running real slow. The guy apologized
What?
that it took that long.
Really? Because
He
my mom,
said, "I'm sorry, man."
so my mom has my dad got me a rifle for my birthday. It's usually an hour minimum.
No, it didn't.
And if that's usually supposed to be their minimum, so if you have a concealed weapons, our concealed weapons, my mom has one, and that one took 25 minutes, just barely. And so like you get it that fast. I told my dad because you've told me before. He's like, that's insane. Like
Yeah, I went in there.
that means he said it sounds like they didn't do their job then.
Yeah, I have no
Yeah.
idea. So he had me fill up because I just walked up. I knew what I wanted. I was like, hey, I want to buy that Mossberg. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. He's like, well, you need to fill out paperwork, and then we need to call and make sure your background check clears. I'm like, cool. So I'm filling out the paperwork, going through it. He looks at it, and he's like, okay, does everything look correct?
Yeah.
Spins it around, got to double check it. He's like, okay, let me call. Calls.
Yeah.
On the phone for maybe 5-6 minutes. Like, everything's clear? All right. We'll
Yeah,
take you out.
because you told me. I was telling my dad. He's like, it sounds like he didn't do his job. Because my dad's like, that's never happening. Obviously, my dad has a large safe full.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's never been like that.
It's fucking Walmart.
Back
I
in
wouldn't
the
be
day-
surprised if someone didn't do something correctly.
For handguns, I don't know if
Dude, even when I went with my dad to a legitimate gun store, because he was fucking getting like everybody in the family a Glock for Christmas.
Damn.
This
damn, I wish
motherfucker-
you had my paw.
Right?
This motherfucker literally bought 5 Glocks in less than 30 minutes.
Right. It's Christmas at your house this year. Tell your dad I'm coming. I'm showing
Yo,
up.
Dad, Wesley's coming to Christmas. You better get him a fucking Glock.
Yeah. He says he's a big fan of yours.
He says he really likes you. My dad's like, who the fuck's Wesley? And I'm like, Dad, shut up.
Yeah, that's not the point.
Like, what the point is we have another shooting button.
Now, I do agree with you. And I think if there was some sort of psyche test, there would be less guns being purchased. Because there are people, I agree with you. I don't think, if you have any type of form of depression or... I don't think it's a good idea to own a gun.
Well, I can agree. So Wallace says, in my opinion, background check is more than enough. I didn't go through background check to practice free speech. But, or background check to check free speech. But,
That's a good...
But does a
fuck, I forgot what
background
I was going to
test
say.
how you're going to react in a room full of
Who
a
gets to
bunch of
decide
people
what's on the
making
test?
you
That's
crazy?
what it comes down to, because it's restriction. That's what I was going to say. For
Why don't
example...
they just take a national psyche eval. They should just go to a hospital, fucking take a bunch of copies of that, and just mail it out to everybody that wants to buy a gun.
Well, for example, like, so bump stocks, like, before the country, the Vegas country shooting, because, they're like bump stock, but, no one knew what the fuck a bump, most people, unless you were knew about guns, knew what a bump stock was.
Right.
And so, after that shooting, they're like, everyone's talking about banning bump stocks, so they fucking sold out everywhere. This dude, a gun store owner, said he's like, I've had 3 of them on my shelves for the past 25 years, sold 1. It was just because no one knew but
what it was.
people only bought them because they thought they were going to become illegal. So I think, when people hear gun restrictions, everyone's going to go out and buy fucking way more guns. And like they used to say, there used to be a joke, I don't know if it's true or not, so don't quote me, but allegedly Obama had money invested in firearm businesses, and so when he would come out and be like, say a speech about having a gun restriction, all of a sudden all these fucking rednecks go and buy so many guns, and he's just fucking bankrolling because he's like...
Power moves, man.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's true.
We gotta lock that under the conspiracy section, but, I mean, it makes sense.
I've heard that several places, like, people are like, yeah, he's invested in gun stocks, and so he's like, oh, we're gonna tighten restrictions, and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, we can't have them in the future, let's all buy them now, and all of a sudden he's just, like, fucking rolling in the dough.
I do think people who are anti-gun, too, don't quite understand guns, because
people think like that fucking ARs are fully auto, and fully auto guns are illegal.
Right. Well, and I think too.
Technically, you just have to have a class 3 license.
Yeah, class 3 license, but
you basically have to be a fucking weapons manufacturer.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and this is what I don't understand. I've never shot a fully automatic weapon. I've seen them get shot, and yes, they do shoot faster than semi.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not really as drastic as a change as you think.
That's where I was gonna go with this. Is the fact that I've seen some people shoot semi-automatic weapons without bump stock.
I was gonna say, Thomas can fire those fucking things pretty much as fast as a fully auto.
So I can unload a fucking Glock mag in less than 2 seconds.
I think it's the word. It's the word, 100%. It's the word fully.
They hear
automatic.
machine gun and they get scared.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Think about it. That kind of is a fearful statement. Like when you hear someone like, "Oh, it's a semi-automatic." Oh, what does that mean? It means they have to pull the trigger to fire the bullet. And you're like, "Oh shit." That's kind of fucking spooky, but then someone comes in and is like, yo, you heard about those new fully automatic guns?
Just fucking hold it down.
Like, you just pull that bitch down and it lights everything up, and everybody's like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Because, I mean, a gun's gonna kill regardless if it's fully automatic or not. And I'll give you a scenario. I'd much rather be scared of someone who knows how to shoot a semi-automatic than someone who doesn't know how to shoot a fully automatic.
Most people who are shooting fully automatics are like spraying and praying.
Yeah.
Have you seen those dudes like in like Pakistan and shit? They'll hang out, shoot their AKs in the air and stuff.
Yeah.
You seen the video, dude? So there is this video. I don't know like what country it is. It was either like Iraq or Afghanistan. It was like one of our wars. This is a guy with an RPG, and he literally, there's a window, there's a fucking wall, like 5 feet in front of him, and he is right in front of the window, and he pulls this RPG, and the fucking rocket goes right into the wall and just fucking blows his shit up, dude.
Damn.
Like it is the funniest shit because you see it like right as it ignites the fucking final charge, it just fucking shoots to the right. It just fucking hits this wall. We should
find that video and do the meme, and right where it's about to pause, it does that song and it pans out. You probably wonder why I ended up in this moment.
Now, you're probably wondering, how did I get myself here?
Yeah.
The funniest is people don't realize how many weapons are on the streets. I don't know if you guys know, like, did you guys remember the California buyback they did? And, like, fucking rocket launchers and RPGs were getting turned in to the buyback. Like, because they don't get much money for them, but, like, they're like, wait, some dudes just fucking had an RPG?
Well, and I think
my dad's business partner has an RPG sitting above his fireplace.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I think we can all agree with this statement.
Oh, an anti-tank rocket launcher was turned in California's buyback by the LAPD.
He's like, you know what? I probably don't need this.
He's
Might as
like,
well go make a little money.
Let's go make $100 Target gift card.
Right.
Dude, how much did that anti-tank rifle cost you? Like 15 grand.
Yeah,
probably would have kept it.
That's what they were. They were like Target. That's what that one said. $100 to $200 Target gift cards. So that dude probably got a fucking $200 Target gift card for his anti-tank rocket launcher.
I hope they denied him. He's like, we don't know what to do with this.
Well,
like, we can't melt this down into a fucking playground.
Their deal was any gun, no questions asked. So even if you were like a felon, like, you could turn and get there, like, you know, no matter what the gun was.
Just fucking gets done capping his rival gang and just goes and fucking turns his gun into the LA buyback.
I think they did have
Oh yeah, very interested. I will follow you right now.
Yeah,
Pacific.
for sure.
Now the one thing that the biggest argument that I have for anyone who's anti-gun is this. Why are you trying to take away guns from very respectful and responsible gun owners? I never hear conversations about people trying to take guns away from malicious gang members or terrorist threats or cartel, right? You never hear what their plan is to get rid of those guns. It's all plans to get rid of guns that responsible gun owners have.
Well, it's just fucking ignorance is what it comes down to. Lack of knowledge.
Right.
I'm hella jelly of this video of you shooting the Marlin. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful fucking rifle.
Pacific.
Plinker? Yeah. People would make pipe shotguns for $20 and turn them into buybacks for $200. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking genius.
Some guy's like, damn, I can just make guns?
And what he's saying, like, people are turning in, like, homemade guns to make $200. It's
my god. That's a fucking genius. Imagine how many Target gift cards some of those people were rolling in. Like, yeah!
Could you imagine the Target's business after that happened? Like, they're like, some fucking sketchy-ass dude. He's buying
Big
shit
ass
this
guy
gift
with
card.
face tats getting a bunch of, like, baby bottles and shit like that.
Damn, how much is your Colt 58 special musket worth? That thing's fucking dope.
Oh, man,
Musket.
Yeah,
How
look
far
at this
down
thing.
is this?
So I will...
See that?
That thing's
Oh,
fucking
what?
dope.
So I will say this from...
God, this is fucking majestic.
So anyone listening, you guys can check out his Instagram. It's Pacific Plinker on
Yeah.
Instagram.
It's badass.
Yeah, it's fucking...
But,
It's the equivalent of tits.
Yeah.
But so I
Equally
do
equivalent.
understand where a lot of anti-gun people come from, just on the fact that there's so many fucking cringy gun owners.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
Like that guy that
I'll
kicks the
blast you
door.
with my Mossberg, bitch.
You
Like,
better watch out there, Sonny. I got my right to bear arms and my right to put this Confederate flag in the back of my truck.
there's just too many people, like, they're just make it, everyone else, they make, like, actual responsible gun owners look so fucking dumb that people
Right.
will see this fucking guy. Like, for
And
example,
think
there...
unintelligent, think
there was this
unsafe.
There was this big, huge one on fucking Reddit. 'Cause there's a Reddit subreddit called I Am Very Badass. And he's like, you try to break in my house, you're going to get stabbed with my bayonet. I can't remember which gun it was. On the end of my gun, you fucking... and then he said very racial and...
Insensitive words.
anti-gay phrases.
Words
Yeah.
that cannot be repeated on the
Yeah.
podcast.
So then people see this fucking piece of shit that's, you know, obviously just a dumbass. And
Right.
they're like, oh, that's how all gun owners are. But...
And it's sad because obviously that is a very vocal minority.
Which is most groups, yeah.
My main question is, how do you not know the difference between a real 22 and a toy?
The more operator style stuff, AR-15 and Glock stuff is mine.
Gotcha.
Salty says, I bought a 22 revolver at a yard sale when I was 12. In the guy's defense, we were both thought it was a toy, but also the guy wasn't responsible because he thought actual gun was a toy and sold it to a kid.
Damn.
I've had guns my whole life though, so like,
Well,
but
and I
that's the
think
difference between like us and a lot of different people. Obviously, I'm not gonna fucking, you know, blast anyone because I fucking know how to responsibly.
Well, I think that's the biggest difference too, right? Is I didn't grow up around guns, really. Like I was knowledgeable of it.
Yeah.
And it was always a hobby that I wanted to get into, but I understood the safety around it. And I had friends, obviously, who had guns in their house, and you know, I'd ask questions and I would get real answers. And I think people, and I don't want to discredit them because I understand.
What's DJ Khaled's favorite number? Sorry, real quick to interrupt. I don't know.
I think they're just fearful. They don't understand, so they see a gun and it truly scares them because that thing has the ability to kill.
Yeah.
And they just don't understand that we could. I mean, I don't want to do it because we're streaming, but we could put a gun on this table right now. Okay. Allegedly, there may be guns around us. It's not going to shoot anybody.
You want to bet?
You're killing the vibe, man. Fuck. It's not gonna. It will.
I'm just gonna go. Oh, the gun did it.
The gun did it. And it's just pointing at my fucking kneecap. You know, it will sit on the table and it would sit here for years and years if we never touched it. It's not gonna hurt anybody. It's all There's rules. There's rules that you have to go through. There's classes you go.
We'll
through
get to your joke in a sec.
How to handle them. It's not hard.
Yeah. So Clear Thinker said, "What is DJ Khaled's favorite number? 11, because there's another one."
Damn.
Fuck.
I like that a whole lot.
If you masturbate when you're high, is it master blazing, hijacking, or weed whacking?
Damn.
You just asked me a real hard question.
These are quite.
I think I would go with weed whacking.
Dude, that's my favorite one. Either that
good.
one or just hijacking, just because I want to be like, yo, I'm gonna go hijack, and then someone's like, hijack what? And then I can just be like, my dick, and then walk away.
My dick in your ass.
No, that's when you can't say things like that to people, because then they're like, what'd you just say to me?
Hey, Kai, what's the difference between jelly and jam? You can't jelly my dick in your ass.
I haven't heard that. It's so fucking long.
Classic. It's a classic one.
You should say that to every girl on Tinder.
It's not on Tinder anymore.
What's the
Fuck
difference
Tinder.
between jelly and jam?
I gotta remake Tinder just to say that to every girl I match with.
You gotta make a Tinder just to say it the wrong way and be like, what's the difference between jelly and jam?
I can't
jam my dick in your ass.
I'm gonna say I can't jelly my dick in your ass.
I can't jelly my dick in your jam.
And then they're like, okay.
Dude, I think one of the greatest fucking Tinder things I've ever seen was my homie Ammon back in like 8th grade. He matched with this girl whose name was Holly, and her last name was Cost.
Oh God.
And
Oh.
he opens up, and he just sent her a German flag. And
Fuck.
all she said was, "You're a fucking piece of shit."
Damn. He should have put that on Reddit. He would have got big for sure.
Oh my god, dude, that was the funniest shit.
So let's switch gears a little bit. I want to talk because I know that you have, quite a collection of expensive clothing. And you mentioned to me that one of the topics you want to discuss is, fashion being kind of like a stock market, as you would put it.
Yeah, dude, it's wild.
And I definitely see it. I mean, Forrest has kind of got me understanding the, Supreme and shoes and different things like that, and how, I've always known the value of stuff.
This
Didn't
is how
understand.
you start to see
Right.
the craziness of it. So this company, everybody in the hypebeast industry knows this. They're called StockX.
Yeah.
This guy came out and he fucking everything. They have everything put up. But the thing that's nifty about it is on every single piece, no matter what it is, no matter what it's going for, they always have the original price of it, but they also have a market so you can see.
It's StockX, but it looks like a fucking stock market. Fucking.
Yeah, let me fucking.
Yeah, I just went on their website to check that sweater that you are trying to sell because I was curious what other people are.
Oh my god, I can't even sell it near to what fucking
Right.
the last guy on fucking StockX sold it for like $700.
Right.
And I'm just like, nobody within a fucking 5-mile radius will pay that much money for this.
Right. Wall says, I agree. I'm into northwestern rainwear, rock climbing wear, fashion. Think Arc'teryx, and right.
Bootleg Grateful Dead fashion is super
Damn,
cool
but
too.
look,
Yeah, it is.
You can kind of
Wallace.
see it. Oh shit. But so this shit won't let me log in, but like down here they have the rate of how it does
Right.
throughout the market. And it shows you like all the things it goes for, like down below.
Yeah, I
Normally
was
they-
checking it out, and like it's legit. Like
It's wild.
Yeah.
Dude. So like I've met kids that like this is legit how they like make their living. It's
Oh,
just
yeah,
selling these
100%.
clothes, dude.
well, and it's the whole idea of getting to those drops as fast as
Dude,
possible.
it is fucking. It is mania.
Yeah.
I almost had a
absolute
fucking
mania.
box logo if it wasn't for the goddamn 800 verifications.
I tried.
The stoplights. And then I checked out and it said I completed the purchase, and then I got an email, sold out, and I was like,
Gotta run to the restroom really quick.
That's the most fucked thing, dude. So like, the one thing I was going for was that box logo this year because I wanted to make fucking money. So like I started this year out, and like this year I started my very first Supreme marathon, which is where you get something off of every drop. I ended it the last week of the winter drop because it was just nothing but shit.
Yeah. And
I'm just not gonna waste my money on something I'm not gonna wear.
Exactly.
But like the BOGOs are what I fucking was going for the most. And so I even debated getting a bot for this because it was just the hardest thing to get, dude. But I tried 3 times. It let me go through on the mustard, and then right as it got through the verification page, it fucking pops up and it's like, your order's complete, and then it's like, oh, psych, bitch!
That's pretty much what happened to me, too.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a bot, but I had, on Google Chrome, you can save your purchase thing, so you just fucking click and it puts it all out there, like, so you pretty much buy something before, and then save it, is that what you did? Yeah, that's right, like, I just went to their site, and then looked up whatever fucking was in stock, like the socks or the t-shirt, and then I just fucking filled it out for that, and then...
Look, so I'll show you this. So there's only one thing that I'm going for on the new season.
Yeah.
2019. It's called the Raceway, and it is just a beautiful fucking set, dude. If I can fucking find a picture of it. So it's like they're doing a hoodie and some shorts, but it's just such an aesthetic picture of a raceway, and like that's the main reason why I like fuck with Supreme and shit like that. Like the only like main brands I fuck with are Supreme, and then these guys fucking awesome. I've been really getting into these guys called Brain Dead though, but they're a little too pricey for my liking. But these guys, I really like these guys because only fucking core ass skaters know these guys. Like, you don't only find people in the skate community that know who fucking awesome are.
Right.
Because it was made by Jason Dills and Ave. I can't remember Ave's last name sadly, but Ave is one of like the oldest pro skaters in the game. He got fucking Skater of the Year when he was like 35, dude. Like, he is fucking, like, that's old for a fucking skater, but they got together, and then they made this fucking company called fucking Awesome, and they have, so, like, everybody on their skate team is on the Supreme team, and they're, like, buddy-buddy with fucking Supreme. And so, like, a lot of the shit they do, they all do together, but, like, you don't really know they're doing it together, because, like, they separate the branding.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But, like, I like, their aesthetic shit, and I like the aesthetics of it. I like shit that, like, you look at it, and you're just kind of like, oh, what is that? Like, fucking, like, the shirt, for example... It's just some fucking lady about to get murdered.
Damn.
Like I like brutal shit like that, or like shit where like you look at it and you're like, damn, I dig that. Like, it's gotta like catch your eye. And I've been really fucking bummed on Supreme lately because like they're kind of starting to realize in the past couple of years that they can just get up by alone with their name.
Yeah.
And so like they haven't really been trying crazy hard. Like this year, oh my god, they lacked on the fucking collabs this year so hard. They did one with Chris Cunningham. That was a good one. That was a really fucking good one. Then they did one with Marvin Gaye, which was another good one. And that was the only 2 collabs they did. Like, they did one with Comme des Garçons. I don't know if you know who they are. No. They do, you ever seen the shoes that have the heart with the eyes on them?
Yeah.
So those are Comme des Garçons.
Gotcha.
They're like...
That's what my brother has on the shirts.
Like, there's this weird brand, dude. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I think they're kind of tacky.
My brother spilled wine on his fucking collab shirt.
He's probably hella heard about that, bro.
He traded some shoes for it, though, so... This is the other one he got. My dad put it on. It was so funny. He just put on my brother's shirt.
That shirt, I told your brother I was gonna fight him for that shirt, dude.
Just
like he sends me a picture, dude. The Yamagato fucking Supreme Akira collab. That is the #1 greatest collab they've ever done. Like, at least in my personal preference.
My dad wearing it.
I'm a total fucking weeb, so I'm hella down with that shit. They did a fucking they did 3 t-shirts, they did a hoodie, they did 2 hoodies actually, they did a zip-up and a full hoodie, and then they did a fishtail jacket. The fishtail jacket is like, it's insane how much it goes for now, so it dropped. It's kind of like, so they're kind of iffy, like, basically everybody always thinks like it's going to be way cheaper than it is, but like their hoodies are still expensive, bro. Like, they drop for fucking like $140 to $170 minimum.
Right.
Oops.
And fucking like, this jacket dropped for like $250, and right now it is I think for the size small, it's like $900, but then like for a size XL it's like $500. That's another thing that's weird, is their prices vary based on the size of the clothes.
Right. So Wall just said the
Visfim clothing.
Right.
It says John Mayer rocks it.
I fuck with the acronyms hella hard. Acronyms are fucking dope.
And
so here's what I don't understand about Supreme in general. But besides the collabs, because the collabs, like, I understand that they're dope clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the box hoodie logo.
So-
besides the fact that it's just rare.
So
That's all-
that's the main
That's all it is.
that's the main reason why is because they don't do it often. So the first time
Once a
Supreme
year, right?
ever did a box logo, they didn't
Well,
even
for the hoodie at least.
they didn't even do box logos for the longest
Yeah.
time. So they only would do box logos for like collabs.
Right.
And that's why they were rare, because they'd only do them for collabs. So they do them with like CDG. They did some with BAPE back in like early 2000s.
So how did they create this need for and you know, I'm probably gonna get shit for this, but their box logo sweaters they're ugly. Like they just aren't. There's nothing
Like,
special.
I'm not a fan of the box logo. Like,
But
I
it
ain't
makes
gonna
you
lie.
fucking $1,200.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'll get a box
But
logo any day.
but
just
there's
to flip
someone
that.
buying the $1,200 sweater
Just
because
to
they
wear
want
it.
it.
And it's
That's
all
because-
because of the class it gives them.
Yeah.
So like in the hype beast world, everybody knows that fucking Supreme box logos are top crop, because fucking you're paying like $800 to $1,500.
So it's
just for
100%
one.
just
Flexing.
A cloud flex.
It's just for the flex. Like that is the only reason people get box logos. Like everybody can be like, "Oh, it's Supreme's original piece, yada yada yada." No, fuck you, dude. You're doing it for the clout.
Yeah,
that's
that's
how
all it
everybody rocking the box logos are. Is because like nobody in their right mind, dude. Even people like that are hella into the fashion, like fucking like my homie Sage, who got me into Supreme, dude. He wouldn't fucking go buy a box logo. He'd buy a box logo just to flip that shit. And he's
Right.
been fucking on the Supreme train since like fucking 2013.
right.
The only time
it's
I'm wearing
like-
a fucking box logo is if I want fucking. I go to a hype beast party and there's some chicks there looking
Yeah,
to
like,
smash
I'm only
a
gonna
dude
wear
in a BOGO hoodie.
Dude, I'm literally only gonna wear a box logo hoodie so I can go to a bar just to have hot bitches say,
Yeah.
"Is that real?"
Just because they know you have fucking
crazy.
money. It's,
Right,
It's like
right.
fucking. Is that
Like,
fucking Gucci? Yeah, like,
That's
yeah,
pretty
bitch.
much like that's what it is. It's like wearing Gucci and shit like
Yeah.
that. It's Supreme's way of walking around and saying, "I got big pockets."
So how did they make
Exactly,
this happen?
Wallace.
So
Rarity.
Supreme started in 1994. It was created by James Jebbia,
Same dude that started fucking.
and so
Fuck, what's his other brand? Is
I
that
can't
is that the guy that
remember.
made the other brand? Stussy. Is he the one that partnered with Stussy, or is it the other?
no, so
it's-
him and
people really that
Stussy
dense? Yes,
have done
100%.
collabs. Like,
well, I thought the same dude started.
Sadly.
Yeah, you know more, but yeah.
No, like James Jebbia is strictly Supreme boy. So he didn't even start it for the fashion. So Supreme opened up as a skate shop down in Brooklyn in 1994, and like the only 3 tees they dropped, which are like, oh my god, they're such legendary tees. At least the 2 ones. So they have the Afro tee and the Skater tee. They redid the Skater tee as a collab with CDG, but they used a different skater. They just had him doing the same trick. But fucking, and then they dropped the box logo. And so, like, that's why the box logos became big, is because that's their original tee. That's why they do them, is because that's their original piece. Like, that was the first thing he ever made for Supreme, was the box logo. And so, like, fucking, they re-release them, like, every year because, like, that's what started Supreme pretty much. Is
Right.
like, the box logo started it all. And so, fucking, like, they did, like, the collabs and shit. And then in 2014, this is when, like, the box logos achieved, like, real hype. And it was because they did a 20-year anniversary. So it'd been 20 years since Supreme started. They dropped a fucking white t-shirt with a red box logo and a white hoodie with a red box logo.
Basic.
Yeah, those are the fucking original Supreme box logos. The t-shirt, like, if you ever find a Supreme box logo t-shirt that's fucking white and red and it doesn't have the watermark on it, then it's either fake or it's an original box logo. And if it's original, that thing is worth fucking probably like 20 grand.
Right.
Like, fucking, and so, like, because of that, like, Supreme just started building slowly in the skate culture, and so it became like just
So
a
did-
big skater hub.
Did big skaters who were making waves in the
So-
industry start? Is that what pushed the brand into?
No, that's what the funny thing is that what pushed the brand into, like, being big in fashion and shit like that is because Supreme started becoming known in the hip hop world. Because, like, fucking certain rappers would buy it, as they'd be like, nobody knows this, because, like, fucking, like, there are so many things in this world right now that are taken from skate culture.
Right.
It's
And
kind of like
because-
fucking Champion.
Yeah, like Champion was fucking sport culture. Now Champion is fucking fuckboy culture.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, so, like, all these rappers start seeing the Supreme shit, and, like, rappers want to be original, so they start wearing it because no one else wears it.
Right.
And so, like, fucking, suddenly all these rappers are like,
It's Fat Joe with Echo.
Yeah, and so they were like, "Yo, where are you getting this shit?"
Right.
So everybody starts getting it, and that's what started building the clouds.
Picks
It
up
started
in the-
getting big in the hip hop.
It starts
world.
picking up in the rap, and then it starts picking up in the fucking sports industries, like fucking basketball and stuff.
Yeah,
and then,
like Supreme's hella bit fucking big in basketball and shit like that.
like the
fucking-
Supreme Louis Vuitton fucking collab jacket. Donovan Mitchell was rocking that.
So now, because there's tons of other companies now doing this idea of, once, you can get these clothes one time.
Yo, not delivery. 13
Hey!
months, dude. Thanks for the sub.
Welcome back, my guy.
Damn, you're one of the first ones ever then.
Yeah. Not delivery, the boy. It's been
That's
a
what
minute.
we like to hear.
Thanks for the sub, dude.
But, there's lots of other companies now trying to achieve this, rarity status that, Supreme does. Do you think it's taken away from, Supreme being, a top dog? Because, there's tons, you see it all the time with these different growing industries that they're like, okay, well, this drop's happening February 15th. If you're not there at midnight, you're not going to get it. It's going to sell out.
Yeah.
And then, good luck. You're going to have to buy it secondhand.
So, I don't think it really takes away from it. I think what takes popularity from Supreme is the fact that it's not a low-key brand anymore. Everybody uses Supreme. Everybody fucking rocks Supreme.
It's mainstream.
Yeah, it's a mainstream hype brand. So that's why not a lot of people really fuck with it anymore.
All I know is if you wear it, you get roasted.
Yeah, dude, I've had so many kids try to fucking roast me and shit, and I'm like, okay, bro, we'll see who's laughing when I fucking eat shit on the concrete and my fucking hoodie doesn't have 5,000 holes in it.
Yeah.
Because dude, I ain't gonna lie, fucking Supreme keeps it up with the fucking quality of their clothes.
Yeah, they sound like they're actually good clothes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
you're not getting all your money's worth because you're getting jugged either way. But,
Yeah,
exactly. At least you're fucking getting a hoodie that's gonna take the pain. Same with these guys, the FA dude. They make their hoodies the same style as Supreme. They just fucking make them differently out of different materials.
So Wall says, niche off the wall California skate clothing. Purchases made by random big time rappers.
Yeah.
When things get big, they start to lose luster.
Unless you're Nike, they're mainstream hype.
Look at Lil Yachty. Last year, Lil Yachty put all his Supreme up on Grailed, and he made this whole video where he was like, "Fuck this shit. Everybody's got Supreme now." He's like, "This shit ain't a brand. This shit's fucking mainstream." He's like, "I'm getting rid of all my fucking Supreme now."
And it kind of sucks too because then you get, in my opinion, cringe lords like the dude who has Supreme tattooed on his head, and that white boy who only wears Supreme, and he went and got the world record egg tattooed and tried to claim it.
Dude,
and say
fucking
shit.
Supreme Patty.
But
That
it
guy's
made him
cringy as
fucking
fuck.
Dude,
famous,
Supreme
though.
Patty makes my fucking day, though.
It made him famous,
Yeah, it
though.
made him famous for sure. I'm not cutting down the fact that he's famous. I think for me though, that makes me never want to have anything Supreme because that guy just
That's pretty much what it is, dude. I ain't gonna lie. I got people giving me shit all the time because I wear Supreme. They're like, "How's it feel knowing?" I used to have hair bobbles when I had long hair, and people would be like, "Oh, how's your $120 hair bobbles?" And I'd be like, "They're actually $30."
like hair bubbles.
Yeah, I'd be like,
What are those?
Oh, they're fucking it's basically just a style to your hair when you put it in a ponytail. So it's you put it up in a ponytail, and then you got these little bobbles. The Supreme ones, they're clear dice, and they have a box logo on the inside.
Gotcha.
And so I would always wear shit like that. Everyone's like, "Why the fuck would you want to go blow all that money on those clothes?" And in my mind, I like Supreme because even in Utah, nobody fucking wears Supreme in Utah.
Now, see, I have an
I
argument.
just started reading the chat.
I have an argument that's perfect for you to use against people that do that. Because I used this argument in high school in one of my classes and got a standing O from everyone in the class. That's my proudest moment. But we were talking about gaming.
Mm-hmm.
And someone who was ignorant didn't understand, well, why would you go out and buy a $3,000 PC? That's such a waste of money. Okay. So I replied by saying,
Can I have some?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
it's all based on what is socially acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, your dad can go and spend tens and thousands of dollars on his old classic car and no one bats an eye because it's socially acceptable. I spend $3,000 on a computer and it's not seen as socially acceptable that I'm wasting my money. It's my hobby, I'm passionate about it, and it makes me happy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So there's no
dude.
difference. It's all subjective. It's all what you want.
I usually tell people, and they're like, "I don't even get why you want to blow that money." It's because I like fucking waking up every day, and I like wearing clothes that are unique to me. I like
Exactly.
I like being unique.
We are, dude.
fucking that's why I like fucking getting brands like this and shit. It's because nobody goes out and buys these brands because nobody wants to fucking spend money on it.
That's what I fucking hate is people shit on what makes other people like happy, you know, like obviously, you know, my brother, you like enjoy this kind of thing, you know, like, or, you know, others like gamers enjoy, you know, building stuff, like building a PC. Building a PC is kind of like, to them, it's like building a fucking classic car.
Exactly.
So that's like, what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, it's whatever makes them happy. Don't shit on their fucking passion.
Yeah, and just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, fucking, because, like, if you were to fucking walk in a room with me and all my friends, we could have, like, literally hours upon hours of conversations just about fucking clothes and how, like, what we want and what we're seeing coming out, because that's the culture that we want to be in. That's the culture that we support. Like, fucking
100%.
If someone wants to fucking go blow $5,000 on a PC and game all day, I'm not gonna fucking shit on their dreams.
That's
you
what
fucking
they want.
do you, dude. Like, do what makes you happy.
And I think what it is too is I think people don't they see the value and they try to put that on their lives and think, wow, he just spent $500 on whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that,
dude. And like,
but you could. You probably spend that money on your hobbies.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, that's what people don't get is like so many people think I'm like walking around being big money bags. Like, no, dude, I have these clothes because I had a job and like that's what I would work for my money for. Is because like I'd be like, oh my god, the Supreme drops this week. I want to fucking get something from it. I'm gonna go to my work and I'm gonna use the money that I earn every fucking day to fucking get this because that's what I want in life.
And on the flip side of thing, the other thing that they don't understand is your collection of Supreme and different clothing brands.
Mm-hmm.
If you were ever in a bind,
I can sell them.
You can sell them
like
and make money.
That's why I'm selling that hoodie, dude. Because it's like I need some extra cash, and I'm like, well, I don't want to fucking be a prostitute. And I'm like, oh shit, I wear Supreme. I can just go sell a fucking hoodie.
Right.
What's up,
and
XL?
I'm good.
What up, XL?
But,
he's not really a Carrot Top. It's just the camera. He's a blonde boy.
So Wallace says I spent.
Right.
Wallace says I spent $3,000 on a PC I built. Best money I ever spent. I've also spent $10,000 on guns. Why? Because fuck you, it's cool.
That's
Exactly.
what I'm saying, dude. Do what makes you fucking happy. You don't like you're on this earth to make you happy. You're not on this earth to make every fucking other person on the planet love you.
Twisted Strange, you're the first person to come in and comment about our background. That's the boy Willem.
Yeah,
but,
that's Willem Dafoe. So
Elrai says people are just hateful that they're not successful like some other guys. It's called envy.
Facts.
So they will just be passive aggressive and ruin everyone else. Exactly, ruin everyone's day just because.
Like, fuck, you upset with yourself? Why you gotta go out and try to bring everybody else down, dude? Like, I've never got people like that, man.
And see, you wanna know what sucks is I catch myself when I have conversations like this doing it to certain stuff that I find really silly.
Mm-hmm.
Like yesterday, or the last podcast we did, I was making fun of people who are into energy crystals and tarot cards.
Dude, trust me, I do that same thing every day.
And I forget, like, it makes them happy.
Yeah, and then it's like I'll sling shit about it, but then, like, if I'm with that person, I'm not gonna fucking, like, try to bring them down to their face. Like, yeah, I'll be straight up with them, and I'll be like, yeah, that's not my thing. Like, I think it's kind of silly, but, like,
if it makes them
that's
happy,
what you do, and that's what you believe in. I'm not gonna come in here and be like, that shit's fake. Why the fuck would you even want to do that?
Right.
Like, that's just being fucking ignorant and a douchebag, dude.
It is. And I think everyone can agree that everyone has something that they want to collect.
Everybody's got a collection item, man. Like, mine started with quarters and it fucking ended with Supreme.
Yeah. I love collecting coins too, and I collect
Collecting coins is sick, bro.
I collect like old Pokemon cards and old video games.
Dude, that shit's sick too. Like, I feel like everybody always underrates people that like have these collections because they're like, why the fuck do you want so much of this shit? And it's like, because I like it.
It gives me, for me personally, it gives me a purpose to make money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I like going and looking in my mirror and I look at the clothes I'm wearing and I'm like, I really did fucking bust my ass to get this. Yeah. I fucking worked to look like this and I'm fucking proud of myself for it. Like, it makes my day if I go out and, like, I don't care if I gotta blow like fucking $80 on a t-shirt. Like, fuck, I worked for that. I wanted that.
That's so dope, Wall. He has some 1805 pennies and steel pennies from World War II.
That's fucking dope. That is dope as hell.
Twisted said, honestly, as long as it's not stopping someone else from being happy, then do whatever you want. Yeah, that's kind of what we're trying to say.
Yeah, like,
I like
fucking do what makes you happy and don't fuck with anyone else's day.
I like Axel's comment though. I collect urinal mats from everywhere I go.
Dude, Fuck, who are you, bro? That's what the fuck's up. Get that shit, dude.
Urinal mats are the shit. Got the Taco Bell edition.
Dude, come fucking take the one out of my fucking apartment because my roommate has just trashed it. It is nasty. There's like 5 fucking Band-Aids on it.
Oh,
It's like, dude, oh my god. I was so blown. So, like, I recently moved up to Logan, right? I moved into student housing, and, like, I knew it was going to be bad.
Right.
But I did not think I was going to walk into a room of fucking 4 dudes who had never seen a clean dish in their life, bro. Like, we probably have, like, a 13-foot-long counter, and you can't even set a goddamn cup on that without it landing on, like, 8 other dishes, dude. Oh, my God. Biggest pet peeve, dude? That guy with the nasty bath mat hasn't flushed the toilet 4 times.
Jesus.
With poop in it or pee?
Yes, with both.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's fucking nasty, bro.
I thought he was just like... yellow, let it mellow, brown, flush it down. I'm like, okay, whatever. But, like, you got poop in there. You got to flush that shit.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I put a fucking note on the door at, like, 2 in the morning. I was so heated, bro. It's, like, in fucking all caps writing. It's like, dude, it's midnight. I'm like, I woke up to pee. I don't want to see your fucking shit sitting there in the toilet. And I'm like, you don't even know what that smells like when I open the toilet. I was like, I'd rather have Mike Tyson fucking come in here and start hitting me in the kidneys with a bat than fucking open the door to that smell again, dude. And, like, the next day, he, like, comes up and tries to do that whole, oh, it was, like, an accident, yada, yada, yada. And I was just like, James, we don't need to talk about it.
Yeah.
You just got to do it, bro.
From now on, just flush the toilet,
That's
my
what
guy.
I'm saying, dude. I'm like, please just flush the toilet, bro. Like, because I ain't going to lie. If he keeps, like, doing shit like that, I'm going to get hostile real fast.
Right.
And I'm going to fucking, that's what I'm going to be banging on his door and be like, James, you better go flush that fucking toilet right now or I'm going to fucking stuff your head in the toilet.
So,
yeah, yelling, but I don't know if you heard my answer to your question, yelling at fish. We are in Utah, but he says there's a limit to that pseudoscience, though. At some point, it becomes genuine danger to everyone around them. And then Wallace says, vaccinate your fucking kids. True.
I feel like that's a big fact.
Yeah. And
I want to know how that even started.
So, Go Eagle says, now that's Valentine's Day, does anyone have embarrassing Valentine's stories? And
No.
Wallace said, got dumped on V-Day my junior year.
that's rough.
Had restaurant reservations. I still went by myself and ate.
I would fucking do that. I mean, fuck it. You go eat and enjoy your meal.
I don't have an embarrassing Valentine's Day story, but I can tell you about the time when the police had to call my parents and tell them that I was fucking in a church parking lot.
The police.
The police called my parents, and so this was the fucking first girl I dated. Fucking, we're getting down in the nasty in the parking lot. I'm like, face deep, man. Literally face deep, and I hear this. And I took Tom up, I look over, and there's a fucking cop knocking his flashlight against my window. And I look,
What, you want some?
I looked at my girlfriend at the time, and I was like, that's a cop? And she's like, what the fuck? Like, unroll the windows and shit. We're like, hi, officer. And he's like, what are you guys doing here? And I'm like, nothing. And he's like, I know what you guys were doing. He's like, I know what goes down in church parking lots after dark. And he was like, I'm afraid I'm going to have to call your parents and tell them what I found here. And I was like,
Damn.
we like...
Not do
Not?
that?
And he's like, I can either call your parents or I can give you a citation for public indecency. And
What
I was
the
like,
what a dick.
I would rather take the L with my parents
Yeah,
any day
definitely.
than fucking catch that citation, bro. And like,
Wait, you're in Midvale? We're just up in the Bountiful area.
Yeah.
bro, let's go hang out with Yelling at Fish right now.
You want to be a guest yelling at fish?
Yeah, let's fucking get it.
I have a story that's similar to that, but I made the cop laugh. Okay, so we were in a previous ex. We were in a fucking church parking lot, and we just got done doing the business, right? And my ass being a big boy, like I get a little sweaty, right? And like I had sweat like kind of on my brow and shit. And I didn't even like. We were just sitting in the front seat now, just chatting, and like we see the lights turn on. I'm like, fuck. And he comes over and he knocks the door, and I had a baseball in my hand. Because, like, I just have baseballs around. So
Wesley's just like, yeah, man, you know it's a good time. Just fucking pulls his baseball out of nowhere.
no, it's even better than that. So, and he super cool cop, and he's all like, "How long you guys been here?" And I'm like, "I don't know, like 20, 30 minutes." And he's like, "What have you been doing?" And I see the baseball. I'm like, "I'm teaching her how to throw a curveball." And this cop just starts laughing. And Because, like, I had my hand, like, how do I throw a curveball? And he's all like, your teacher how to throw a curveball at, like, 1 in the morning in church parking lot? And he starts dying. And I'm like, yeah. And he's all like, you guys need to leave.
Dude, my favorite
That's the best.
Oh, it was so great.
Dude, my favorite one ever. So, like, same girl, different parking lot. Fucking, I come.
Smell like onions.
Dude, coming up for that breather, you know, like, get plenty in the car. Yeah. I take that breather and I look and I notice they're like fucking 12-year-olds biking in circles around the car, dude.
Oh no.
And so I'm like, hold on. I gotta take care of something real quick. All they see is that door kick open. And they see this buck-ass naked white kid jump out of the car, and I'm just screaming, oh, what? You guys like watching? I'm like, what? Is this what you want to see? And I'm sitting there like, is this what you want to see?
Damn.
I was like fucking running after him and shit. They're all like, oh my god, get the fuck out of here. Like, we gotta go.
Damn, you I hope you know that those group of kids have a story that they're telling for the rest of their lives.
Of me charging them naked at like 2 in the morning. Nevertheless.
You're lucky the cops didn't show up that night. You may have been registered on a list.
Right.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Trust me. There are a lot of moments where I've been in public naked, streaking and shit like that.
I know, I'm glad.
And I'm like, wow.
Hashtag me too.
I'll never forget fucking attempting to streak the Mueller Park game. And I started running across the parking lot, looking at that golden field, and then I stopped and remembered that I was naked in public.
Oh, shit.
God damn it, dude. Did you see this picture?
No, I'm loading it right now.
Oh. He put Willem Dafoe over all of our faces.
Oh, yes.
Whoever fucking made that picture, snap it to me.
Look.
I need that in my life.
I screenshotted it. I'll send it to you.
Need that in my life. That's fucking clowning.
So, hold on, let me see what we got.
Fuck. Yelling at fish is throwing a party? No, now we have to go.
Party at your place.
Party at your place? Dude, we got Wasatch Brews right here. You even ready for this shit?
Oh, so So you're living in student housing. Are you going to Utah State?
No, so,
what's going on?
Sorry, I had to fucking catch up on this media real quick. So, I'm going to Bridgerland Applied Technical College up in Logan, and so I wanted to move up there, but everywhere is so fucking expensive. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to student housing. I found this place called Millennial Towers. They're not run by Utah State.
I've heard about
like
that. I've heard about that place.
Dude, you know fucking...
I saw a meme. Someone shared a meme like, if you live in Millennial Towers, you know this. So I don't know what it was, but I'll find it. But yeah, continue.
If you show it to me, I guarantee I won't get it. You know what Millennial Towers is like? It's a bunch of fucking squares that don't have anything better to do in Logan but drink and smoke weed.
Oh.
And the occasional Mormons, because I'm pretty sure all my roommates are Mormon.
Oh, no,
I like
fun.
fucking hit the vape in front of them, and they all stared at me like I summoned Satan.
Who is this kid?
Dude, no, like, this kid named Colton, bro, like, the first day I met him, dude, like, I opened the door and the apartment was a mess. He walks in. I ain't gonna lie, this is, like, jackass moment of the year for me, dude, because he's like, hey, welcome to the apartment. And all I said was, you need to clean these fucking dishes, dude. And he was just like,
damn, this guy's serious.
dude, I was so heated when I was moving in, bro. They had, like, on the other side of the counter, they had, like, 4 stacks. That was, like, 13 pizza boxes tall.
Jeez.
And there's, like, trash everywhere. And I was just sitting there, like, I walked in, and I was like, you guys are animals. It's like, who raised you?
How'd you find this place?
So, my mom actually found it. Because, like, all the places I was finding in Logan, they were, like, fucking, like, just weird random people's houses with basements for rent. And I was like,
Right.
I'm not trying to live in some weird guy's basement. I already did that shit, and it was whack. Fucking...
God damn it.
But so I was like, Ma, help me find a place. And she's like, oh, there's this place called Millennial Towers. She's like, look at this, only $450 a month. She's like, all you have to do is deal with 5 roommates. I was like, all right, cool, let's get this. I've been there for 2 months, still haven't met the last roommate.
Really?
I only know his name. His name's Matt, and I'm pretty sure he's dead because he has not come home. And if he has come home, I haven't seen him.
Damn.
I met fucking Zach, I met Colton, I met fucking Wyatt, and I met James. Ain't met Matt.
So they all go into the same school, or is it just a bunch of random people?
So I I don't know what fucking Zach does, because he, like, I met him once, and I was like, you live here? And he's like, yeah, I'm Zach. And I'm like, oh, pleasure to meet you. And then never saw him again. But, like, I know fucking Wyatt, Colton, and James all go to Utah State. And so they're gone, like, all the time. Like, I barely see any of them either way, because they're always all gone at school and shit. But, like, fucking James is, like, standard computer nerd guy. Like, he's, like, that nerdy kid in high school. But he's super cool, dude. Like, I get along with him. I just have issues with his bathroom usage.
Right.
Like, fucking first, like, day I moved in, bro, he invited me to board game night, and I was like, I already know this place is gonna be fucking turnt as fuck.
Right.
And, dude, like, I ain't gonna lie, it sounds so crazy, bro. So he was like, listen to this, man. He's like, we're doing board game night. He's like, we got this whole warehouse rented out. And I'm like,
shit.
what? Warehouse? And he's like, we got 200 people coming.
Damn.
He's like, we're gonna have over, like, 150 board games. He's like, we're all just gonna be chilling. And I'm just like, what?
Right? That sounds fun as fuck.
Like, that's real board game night, dude. That's
Yeah.
like board game night to a whole nother level. Like, if there were fucking game nights like around here like that, I would be going to them every weekend.
Right.
Like, dude, fuck yeah, man. And then fucking Colton and Wyatt. I don't know what Wyatt does. I know Colton's a sport head, so I don't really like talk to him about shit because, like, I'm not a sports guy. And fucking I don't know, Wyatt, like, reminds me of, like, that super just weird skinny lanky kid that was, like, always super short in school, but now he's really tall.
Right.
And, like,
Hasn't
he's
quite
just-
understood how to control his length yet.
Yeah, dude, like, when he walks, bro, he's like...
God damn it.
It kills me so much, dude.
He's just trying to turn a swag on. He's trying to figure it out.
Turn my swag on. And I say, what's up, what's up?
I, like,
Hey, I
fucking
got
walk in.
money.
They're all like, oh my god, how are you? Hey, how's your day, man? And I'm like, you know, it's pretty good. They'll be like, oh, man, how's your weekend? I'm like, great, I went to the bar. And they're like, nice.
Whoa, cool.
Nice. Like, I can tell that they're squares by, like, the activities they invite me to. I got invited to half off bowling night for 1 hour down at Spare Time in Logan.
I spent some time up in Logan. I got a really good friend up there. Logan's a weird place. I will say there's lots of babes.
That is one thing that's lit. Like, there are so many pretty girls in Logan, but I'm
Yeah.
like super fucking awkward. I've also
Me
I don't
too.
know. I've been like talking to this girl that I'm trying to make my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's playing hard to get.
She doesn't know it yet, but I'll marry her.
She doesn't know it yet, but I am. Like, she doesn't know it yet, but I am. We were supposed to go to dinner today, and then she got too tired, and I'm like, damn it.
Damn it.
That's all right though. I'll take her to dinner another day.
Did you tell her that you're going to a podcast?
I did. She may or may not be watching this podcast right now, so
Hey.
she may or may not just totally know my plan.
Well, you know, win's a win.
It's 2 in the morning, though.
Hopefully, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, hopefully she went to bed at 1 o'clock like a normal person and doesn't know about my secret love for her.
If so, okay, then
Damn,
it's out
I
on the
hope-
table if not.
I hope she's watching.
If she is watching, you totally know. Please don't fucking let it be weird.
I hope she knows, and then it sprouts into something, and then we can officially say that
That's what I'm saying. That'd be beautiful.
Damn.
podcasts brought people together.
Alright,
Let's fucking get it!
we catch
Podcast
him on
lover.
chat again real quick. Utah exists purely as a place to store Mormons and outdoorsy people that visit Moab.
True.
Turned out to be a cult.
Extra
Your board
true.
game. He was thinking board games are a warehouse cult, so
Dude, that would have made it even better. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I walked in, they were like, now we sacrifice you to the Dark Lord, and they just stabbed this lamb, I'd be like, damn, this a party?
These guys get fucking ignorant. I like it.
like, damn, okay.
We get straight ignorant up in here. I'd be like, who's popping bottles? Where's the
Right.
bottle service? Some guy with a dark hood's like,
We
"You
got
want some
Clamato
blood?"
juice.
God damn it.
We got Clamato juice. So like, let's pour some tequila in that bitch.
He's like, you ever got your Red Wings?
Dude, I take a sip and I'm like, man, this tastes hella salty.
This tastes like
This kinda
menstrual.
this kind of tastes like my blood. I like look down, some guy's like draining blood out of my elbow, and I'm like, hey, fucker, what are you doing?
Or there's just 5 girls sitting like this. They're on their same cycle.
Oh no! It's just like the fucking Kool-Aid
You walk
container.
in when you walk in, and oh my god, dude, there's
That's
this
when I
video.
throw up.
Yeah, everywhere.
Dude, I gotta show you this fucking video. Can I show you a video on the podcast?
Yeah.
Alright, lit, dude. This is the funniest shit. So this is like all these nerdy kids, right? And they're going to this party. But there's something weird about the party. Something really weird about the party. Oh my god. Did I not save it?
The fact that Willem Dafoe's still wilding out behind us is crazy.
We think we're lit. William Dafoe will always be lit.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, I can't find it. I don't think I saved it. But dude, it's like these kids, and they're like, "Yo, so like we going to the party?" And one was like, "We're not gonna know anyone there." He's like, "It's a party. We're gonna get to know people there." And then like the next scene is them.
I saw this. Yes, it's so good.
Oh my god, dude, fucking. Well, I guess Max decided to go to the party a little early. He's like spray painting the ceiling. You just hear blood hurtling screams in the background. He's like, I guess the party's downstairs.
Yeah, there's just this fucking abandoned ass warehouse.
Dude, my favorite is when he's like, well, Max went in, guess he couldn't wait, and then just use your, oh my god! It's going on in the background. He's like, I'm gonna go join the party. He just like walks into the darkness, dude.
God damn it.
Dude, but that scene just fucking, I guess the party's downstairs. That like, oh my god. That literally fucking murdered me, dude. I was like, you guys are about to get fucking, like, I don't even know what's gonna happen to you down there.
I know, I respect those guys. They are about it.
Do you know what keeps happening to me? What just happened to you? I keep going to show people fucking videos when I'm at a party. Like, dude, I saw this fucking funny video. And I go show them and it never loads. It just sits there loading forever. I'm like,
it's funny, trust me.
I was like, it's gonna be good. And then it never loads. I was like, alright, never mind, I guess.
I stopped showing people videos in public because, like, that would happen to me so much.
It happens constantly now, yeah. Like, I went to show the, last weekend, there was a party and Wes was there, but I was trying to show him the video of, I don't know if you guys, I sent it to Wes, but the little kids at gymnastics turning up to Mo Bamba.
Yeah.
It's just all the white kids. And I was like, dude, this is hilarious, watch it. And then, like, there's like 10 people standing around my phone, and I'm like, it's gonna load. And then it never loads.
Dude, I think fucking one of my all-time favorite videos, it's like 2.5 minutes of this guy just cutting veggies, and he like tosses them in the pan, and his homie's like, what's cooking good looking? It's like little roasted vegetables never hurt anyone, and he just turns and fucking smacks him in the face with the pan.
God damn it.
But like every time I try to show that video to someone, he turns the corner and goes, what's cooking good?
The pauses.
And I'm just like, no! You're so close, but so far.
One of the best ones I've seen in like the last like couple years is the guy. He's wearing like the black beanie, and he takes this big rip of the vape, and he doesn't do anything, and he just puts his head directly into the wall as hard as he can.
Have you seen the one where he's like, sick vape tricks? And like Risey coughs the O, he just vomits.
Yeah.
Salty Frank says, did you see the Kevin Spacey video? I don't think I want to be honest, Salty.
Is it the one where he's like in half character from that?
Was it Kevin Spacey that was like, I'm gay?
Yeah.
And he did
After
kids.
touching young boys. He's like, I'm gay, guys.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. Can I like go rob a bank or something?
They just say you're gay.
Like get off the hook?
Yeah, obviously.
Man, this guy broke into the bank, shot 13 people, but he's gay. We gotta let him go.
God damn it. Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly, Wallace. But, yeah. Kevin Spacey's a wild boy. I was gonna say something and I forgot. That's ignorant. Damn. My mind keeps just going blank these days. It's not even because the devil's lettuce is around either. Just my little brain boy is broken, I think. I did have something funny I saw, I think. Hopefully I screenshotted it. Oh, I had a fucking another wild dream, kind of like you know the one where I told you, I got shook by the fucking monster? I'll tell you when he gets back. But do you hear sounds in your dreams at all?
What do you mean?
Like someone talking to you?
Yeah.
Like, do you think you can hear it physically or almost?
Oh, like
not like but it sounds real. Like you heard it.
Yes, yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
I can tell it again. But so last night, I was sleeping like shit. But I woke up. It's so. Oh, he's here. I'll tell you about my dream that I had that was intense.
Before you tell the dream, I need to know your real opinion on this.
No, I wasn't.
On this cat duck.
My opinion
this
on
cat
it?
duck.
To be honest, man, I'm not gonna lie. I used to collect rubber ducks like that. So I feel any rubber duck that is like different than the standard duck is automatically the goat of the year.
Respect that.
Hell yeah.
I just love when like
We got him, boys.
This is it, Chief.
Yeah,
Look at
but
this little guy. How could you not like this little fucking cat?
that is. I like how it's a tail.
Yeah,
too.
dude. Like, this is fucking adorable.
I wish I had the video of my fucking. Speaking of cats, real quick before I get to my dream, I didn't save it.
Supreme brand rubber duck.
Oh, there
Probably
is one,
so.
isn't there?
Oh, is there?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure there is.
There already is. They also have a Supreme Santa ornament.
And an axe.
Oh yeah, that hatchet is my favorite.
Oh, the hatchet.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that funniest thing, bro.
Is the
I dead ass watched someone buy that hatchet.
Have
for
you seen the video?
$400.
Damn.
I don't think we can
Deadass.
pull it up, but there's a dude talking about like
The fucking crowbar.
the crowbar. The guy talking about.
Fucking crowbar.
So you just waited in
He's
line.
like, wait, it says Supreme on it.
You just waited in line for 8 hours for a crowbar that says Supreme? No, wait, it says Supreme? I just thought it was a fucking crowbar. That's the greatest video ever, dude. Is the simple fact.
Salty just said that little video of the guy buying the crowbar.
Dude, like, that is the single greatest video. Just because that guy really dedicated 8 hours of his life
To a
just
crowbar.
to choose between a crowbar and a brick.
He was about it.
Man, so
My favorite thing is how it just says Supreme in big ass letters. You can
Cheers.
easily read
Yeah.
it. He's like, what?
Sound like a door opener.
but before I get to my dream, but me and Salty like. So, you know, we talk about being, like, fucking connected. So, me and Salty have been on a whole nother wavelengths fucking lately. So, like, the other night, I don't know if it happens to you guys, like, where you have, like, dreams and you, like, have, like, panic attacks. And you wake up, like, having a panic
Yeah.
attack. Mm-hmm. And so that happened to me the other night. And, like it happened several times. And then we were playing games. It was Sunday. We were playing games together. And Salty was telling me about how he had panic. And he was telling his dad. And his dad's like, that happened to me last night. And that fucking happened to me the same night. And then Salty will constantly be typing stuff in chat as I say it on this fucking podcast.
all the time.
So I think me and Salty are connected on a whole nother level.
Damn, what's gonna happen when you guys finally meet, like in person?
We morph into one.
Morph.
It's gonna be like on the Flash, you know how like the old dude and that young guy morph together to create the fire dude in the fucking Flash TV show? It's gonna be Salty.
Dude,
Damn.
it's gonna be like, so basically they're gonna meet and they're both gonna combine into the new spiritual essence of Hogoromo.
Oh my god, you're
I
right.
don't even know what that means. Salty, what does that mean?
That's big.
That's big. Like, that's fucking, that's
the
big.
big news.
That's like the biggest thing y'all could really do combining as a human being. Becoming the new Six Sages, bro.
Damn.
Damn, life would be. Damn, I'd be best friends with like the fucking sick.
Dude, the best part is he'd be the good one.
Yeah.
Not the one based on his shitty ass son.
Yeah, he's the one that you want to be around.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna come in and they're both gonna be like, let's make this bitch poppin' again.
Oh yeah, I want to plan. You don't have to be here. I completely understand if you don't want to come. I talked to Manuel, and he wants to do an anime podcast where we strictly talk about anime. And I told him, I'm like, Forrest isn't going to be interested. Or
I mean, I
have
can
any
be
input.
here, but literally I'll have nothing. Yeah. Like,
Right. So
like,
look, if you want,
Kai wants to replace me on the fucking anime podcast.
I can give you some starter animes. We can
Well, I'm
get
not
you
gonna
started
watch
on
it,
this.
so you
I've
can-
tried, man. It's not going to happen.
Look, I thought it was impossible, man. But if I can convince fucking Sage to start watching anime, I can convince anyone. To
I mean,
start
you can-
watching
Honestly,
anime.
yeah. Anyone.
Like, dude,
But
Sage
even
is
if
like,
I started watching, by the time I watched it, I'm not gonna have any input. I'm like, dude, that one time in the video game anime where he was fucking OP, that was
Kirito walked up and go, bah!
like,
And you're
man,
like, "Ugh."
I was like, that was crazy.
He flexed on all those levels so low.
I was like,
Dude, I'm
man,
gonna, like,
he
put
spent
a
all his
whole
time
power-
leveling up. That was cool, man.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna have. So,
dude, I'm gonna put a whole PowerPoint together on K-On!
Damn, Kaon's so good.
That's what I'm saying,
trying
dude.
to
I'm
make me
so
cry,
happy
bro.
you know K-On! No one ever knows K-On! And it's so good.
I know what to do.
Finna get me in
I know what
tears.
to do.
We finna start a band and get ourselves out of this college. Fuck this shit.
I know what to do. I'm gonna wear one of those like little headpieces, kind of like they wear like Secret Service, and then Salty's just gonna tell me
He's
what
gonna
to
be-
say. He's like,
Okay,
and
they're
then,
talking
and then
about Death
Hiroshima. He
Right.
says,
That's a solid name off
he
the
says,
top of
oh,
the
he,
All right, Death Note. Main character's name, Light.
Like,
I just
Other
thought
main
it was like
characters.
Japanese.
don't
They're
get them
both-
confused.
Don't like whatever you do. don't confuse them. It's gonna get a little confusing sometimes, but don't confuse them.
Now I don't want to get.
And then
anime.
Goku said,
Dude, no, we gotta have Forrest just so we could like tune in randomly with some completely different anime. Like fucking, we're like fucking like balls deep in the Sword Art Online, and he's like, "Damn, that was a damn good episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender."
I just like halfway through we were talking about whatever anime.
that guy's punch was so strong he had a bald head.
Damn, you right.
My favorite was when they ate ramen for 15 minutes in that one episode.
The ramen man held down Naruto the whole time. No, but I just would love if Forrest is sitting here. He's like, you know what you guys are missing though is Shrek is a fucking masterpiece of anime.
Do you remember when fucking Samurai Jack killed those fucking little girls he raised?
Yeah.
That was wild.
Samurai Jack's an anime though. That's fucking dope.
Dude, Samurai Jack's baller.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when I saw fucking Samurai Jack continued, and I was like, childhood, you're coming back.
Yeah.
I'm like, we going back.
That last season was real good though, Samurai Jack. I liked it because it was dark.
Dude, that's
I
what
still
that's
haven't
the one
finished
thing
it.
I fucking loved about it is that they went with how fucking
Lord
Samurai
Richard.
Jack was supposed to be, dude, because they always had like light, dark elements, but that was really meant to be a dark show.
Right. But no, yeah, my friend Manuel, I don't know if you've met him yet. He's been balls deep in anime for since like junior high, since I've known him.
Dude, I can bring Thomas. Thomas is the
Oh, he does
Thomas
know.
is the guy I hit up when I'm like, bro, I need a new show.
Wait,
Yeah.
Thomas F or
I have no idea what his last name is.
Yeah,
so
but-
like, I straight fucking, I don't even know, like, if you know this Thomas, I'm gonna be blown, dude, because like when I first met him, I didn't even know his name was
Do I know
Thomas.
him?
He told me it was Sheldon, dude.
Oh.
Like, deadass is like, my name's Sheldon. And so for like the first 2 years
Is
of
it
knowing
Thomas
this guy,
Frost?
fucking,
China white boy on Twitter?
no.
Oh.
But dude, fucking,
That's
so,
like
like,
he's the only Thomas I know that loves Twitter.
yeah, he loves anime too.
but dude, like, deadass, literally fucking 2 years of knowing this nigga. Oh, pardon me, sorry about
Nigga.
that. But, fucking,
It's
but dude, deadass, I just called him Sheldon. Like, I would call him Sheldon in everyday conversation. Like, it was absolutely normal. And then, like, one day, I'm like, what up, Sheldon? And he starts laughing. And I'm like, what's so funny? And he's
Damn,
like,
he
my
trolled you
name's
for-
Thomas.
He trolled you for like 2
He
years.
trolled me for 2
That's fucking
whole
hardcore.
years,
His name was
dude.
Sheldon.
Like, said his fucking name was Sheldon. I deadass believe this guy. I was calling him Sheldon. His name was Sheldon in my phone. And then he's like, my name's Thomas, dude. And I'm like, you're bullshitting me. So I call his
Hey, what's
cousin.
up, DJ?
Dude, I fucking...
Hey, what up, dude? DJing.
That's what's up. Dude, I call his cousin, who I fucking met him through, and she's like, yeah, his name's Thomas.
You're
And
like,
I'm
excuse
fucking,
me?
I literally, like, I swear to God, I snapped the phone in half. Like, I was like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
I got worked for 2 years on a troll about a name?
Dude, no, like, I felt like that trolling episode of South Park when, like, literally all of fucking the Danish get trolled, and they're all just
yeah.
fucking, like, I was just like, my whole life's ruined. I was like, I've been a fool. I've made a fool of myself for this long. And, like,
You've
bro,
been looking in the mirror, sweating, just like, oh my god, his name wasn't Sheldon this whole fucking time.
wait, Thomas.
Who the fuck's Thomas?
You're
doing-
going crazy.
You start doing some Black Ops numbers. 4334442.
Damn, that's what I was doing the one time
Everybody-
on Alleged Drugs. Cameron got mad at me because it was an inside joke between me and Cameron, and then now everyone but Cameron at this party says I was going. I don't think everyone, just mostly Chandler, but.
Yeah.
And then Cameron, if you talk to Cameron alone, he's like, it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And then he's like, got a little annoying after a while, but it was so funny.
I'm sad Cameron's not here with that dog.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was my favorite podcast, bro.
Do
Seeing
you
Cameron
remember
walk
whose
in with a
fucking dog that was? We were
Yeah,
trying.
we don't know whose dog that was.
I don't
All
remember.
I remember is fucking dog was here, and the next thing I know, the dog's wearing headphones and sitting in the chair.
Yeah, it was real confusing.
Yeah, because we saw like a. What did we see? A screen?
A clip or something?
There were a clip or something popped up, and we're like, whose fucking dog was that?
Oh, look, see? DJ, I just finished Death Note, top 5 anime for sure.
That's
Except
what's
the
up.
ending. Okay,
I'm not gonna lie, the ending kind of crushed that fucking whole spike for me. That was like the fucking ending of Angel Beats for me, dude. Because like I was so dedicated to Angel Beats.
Angel Beats is so fucking good.
It's so good, but like it made me cry so much.
That
So
means
at
it's
the
even
end of
better.
it, I know, but at the end of it, I was just a wreck.
Psych, they all dead.
That's what fucked me up the most, dude. Is because I'm like, why are they disappearing? Why is
Right.
everybody just vanishing? And then like all of a sudden the angels
Sounds like
like
Avengers.
fucking angels like
Yeah.
it's because you're in purgatory, bitch.
Yeah, and you're like, what? But
So
no,
do you know what my problem was, B? If I even watched anime though, because obviously I have a track record where I don't finish TV shows.
True.
So, like, even if I watched anime, I would still, like...
But it's easy with anime, because most anime is, like, fucking 24 episodes long.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Like, Angel Beats is only 13 episodes long.
Short one.
And that one is legit. That fucking puts you through so many feels, dude.
That whole company that makes, like, my favorite anime still is Clannad.
I haven't seen that one yet.
If you want to have your heart like this and it's beeping with joy and then it's like, psych! Watch that one. It takes your emotions and then it shoves it right up your asshole real deep.
I fucking bet I'm putting this on the list.
All the way up there, Morty. Like, it's fucking... it's rough, man.
Damn.
As long as I don't get as upset as I was at the ending of Black Lagoon, but that was completely different. Dude, so like Black Lagoon, the two like main characters, they have like this subtle ass love story, but they just give you hints. They give you little tastes. They never give you the whole deal.
Right.
And so like at the end, because like it's an unfinished series, like they never fully completed the main.
Which sucks.
Yeah, and so like at the end of it, you're like, all right, now fucking Rock and Revy are gonna get married and like shit's gonna be happy, and then she's like, we shouldn't be together, and like it just ends like right then and there, and you're just like,
what?
Like deadass, bro. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Salty Frank says, "Here's One Piece intro off in the distance."
One Piece is the one that I only know like the names of a couple. I just know One Piece because fucking Thomas and Manuel love it.
I've never gotten to One Piece because it's like 800 episodes.
Oh, shit.
No, that's the one thing that sucks. I got 460 episodes deep into One Piece, and I have not watched it since.
So I've seen all of Naruto, and like in total that was like 700 something. I never want to go down that path.
That's what that fucking son of a bitch Maverick keeps getting mad at me. He fucking has only been watching Naruto, and like he's super into Naruto, like loves it. But he's like, when I'm like, I don't watch anime, he's like, you don't watch fucking anime? I was like, dude, you've seen fucking Naruto, you son of a bitch.
Right.
Don't act to me like I'm a fucking different. I've watched Dragon Ball Z, you piece of shit. We're the same person. We've seen one thing.
Naruto, the weird thing is it's a whole different anime if you watch English dub or sub.
Well,
I can't do the English dub on that one.
So, I'm actually just barely finishing my second run through subbed. I watched the first run through dubbed because I like watching the dubbed because I like hearing like the emotion that they put into their voices and shit.
And understanding what the emotion is.
But I'm not gonna lie, I much rather prefer Naruto subbed.
Me too, 100%.
Like, the subbed, you
whole
get
better show.
You get way more detail into the story. They fucking give you a lot of details on the characters, and fucking like
it's more passionate. Better.
Like, I'm more used to their voices in Japanese now, too. Like, it sounds fucked up when I listen to them in English.
Yeah, it's real weird.
Right? Like, when Naruto comes on, dude, especially because his character's voice, he's like such a little bratty kid, dude.
That's the opposite thing for why I can't watch Dragon Ball Z subbed. Because I can't stand Goku's voice, because it's the same voice actor they had since Dragon Ball, and he sounds like a 10-year-old kid still. And I'm like, I can't do this. He sounds like a child. This is supposed to be fucking the World Destroyer homeboy here, and he fucking sounds like he's about ready to hit puberty one of these days.
Dude, that's how I am with have you ever seen Neon Genesis Evangelion?
No.
So that, I'm not gonna lie, like, that is the only reason I got into anime. That was the one that started it all. It is fucking beautiful. They have it split up, so they have the original series, but then they revamped them into little movies. So I think the last one's supposed to have been coming out for like the past 3 years, but they've been lagging.
Right.
So like you can go watch the show, but like when you watch it fucking subbed, the main character's voice, like, I shit you not, I swear to God they chose a 6-year-old for him.
Yeah.
And like he's supposed to be like that weak wimpy guy, but like not that wimpy, bro. Because someone will be like, oh my God, Shinji, like, the fucking angels are here. We need you to fight him. And he's like, okay, let's do it. He's like, give me my Eva. I'm going to go beat the
Thanks for the follow.
Yeah,
that's what DJ just said. And he said, I don't have long for time for
this. Salty Frank gets it. That's how they get at Shinji. They're like, get in the fucking robot.
Right.
And he's like, okay, I get the robot now. Please don't yell at me.
That's what DJ said. He said they sound way more high-pitched in the fucking dubbed, or subbed. Yeah, be dubbed.
Dude, now Salty, go find that picture of Shinji when he's having a mental breakdown. It's just super zoomed in on his face.
See, and I need to get on the My Hero Academia vibe because everyone's loving it.
Oh, that one is fucking pristine.
Yeah.
That one, so I started that dubbed, and I just continued it subbed because they end it subbed like fucking halfway through.
Right. Yeah, my list isn't that long of anime that I've actually watched. But
that's how like
really love.
I have like a buttload that I've started. I still need to finish Sinbad.
Yeah, Toradora.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen Dura, fucking Dura, or
No,
whatever
I
it
didn't
is,
watch
dude?
that one.
That one was like a mind fuck of an anime, dude. That was so whack, cause like it's fucking. It's like it's weird, dude, because it's literally like throughout the whole show, you literally have like 8 different stories going on at the same time. So like you're like, wait, whoa, what part of the plot am I at now? Like, where the fuck this blonde guy come from? What's going on here? But then fucking, it's so great because it all just collides into the perfect story. Like they were able to meld all these plots into one story.
Damn.
And it's so fucking insane, dude, because you have all these like side plots, and then like towards the ending of it. It all just comes full circle. Everything makes sense, and you're just like, this was fucking amazing.
Have you ever watched any horror animes?
Mm-mm.
There's a couple
Can't
good
that.
ones.
I've been debating on getting. Yeah, go ahead, man. I've been debating on getting more into it because I love horror movies with all my heart. So I figured, why not? Like, I would obviously love horror anime.
I need to find one. It's about a school being haunted. It's some of the most fucked up shit. Like, I'll tell you one scene that's not a spoiler, but this girl like. She like falls down a staircase and she had an umbrella and the umbrella just completely like fucking like stabs all the way through.
She wasn't
her.
like Mary Poppins then?
No, she didn't land it. She didn't land it. It was ugly.
Dude, there's this one. Actually, think I have seen one because I started watching this one just because I saw this fucking gif on Facebook. So it's like, I can't remember the fucking name of this series, dude, but it's super fucking weird. So it's about like these giant fucking like rabbit humanoid creatures that are like eating people. But
Watership Down.
So brutal, dude. Like they'll fucking pick up people by handfuls. This one guy has like 5 in his hand and he just fucking rips them in half. But it is in such detail. You see like insides and all splitting.
Ugh.
And
Sounds
he
like
just
the dark
fucking
version of
shoves them
Trolls,
all in his
right?
mouth, dude.
Did you ever watch that?
No.
Like, to be honest, I put it as more of like a thriller aspect because you're just like on the edge of your seat, like, oh my
That's
god.
where I put like Attack on Titan as a thriller. It starts like the first like 10 episodes where you're confused, like what's going on. Definitely a horror, but then it gets more. But DJ asked top 5 animes, and then we'll switch topics.
I'll tell you my dream real quick after.
Yeah.
Number 1, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Black Lagoon, Angel Beats, K-On, and fucking... Oh my god. Number 5 is actually a tough one. I don't know, dude. I either say like number 5 would have to be a tie between Shippuden, because I hate Shonen Jump with a fiery passion.
Yeah.
Shonen Jump annoys the hell out of me, dude. Either like a standard fight between Shippuden or Fairy Tail or the 7 Deadly Sins. Like those guys are just in a three-head deadlock. Especially the 7 Deadly Sins. Latest season, oh my god, that was so good. It made me cry 5 times in like the first 10 episodes, dude. Like, holy shit.
You'll really like Clannad.
Dude, fucking how the fuck do I spell that shit?
CLANND.
I think my top favorite are Shrek, Space Jam.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 for sure. I agree with the list so far.
Okay, what else we got? What's another? Tom and Jerry.
Shrek 2.
Have you seen Spirited Away?
Oh, we can't talk movies because then it's a whole different list.
But look, if
Spirited
he's not an anime watcher, then I say he's allowed to use
I said
an
that
anime
one where
movie as a TV
some
show.
guy named Hal has a castle or something.
How's
How's Moving Castle?
The one where that little bitch has a cat or something.
Kiki's Delivery Service.
Kiki's so good.
Did you see my story today, bro?
Yeah,
my
Kiki's
fucking
so
home.
good.
Oh my
I'm
god,
just glad
bro.
you know that.
He
That
gave me
that bitch has a cat.
Dude, he gave me so much shit. He was like, in the Japanese version, it's GG. And I was like, it says fucking Kiki's Delivery Service on the cover. Don't even argue with me about this.
I got like a big chunk of all the movies for Christmas.
That's what
I
the
was
fuck.
so pumped.
Dude, I just barely fucking... So, last year I saw Porco Rosso for the first
Yeah,
time.
great one.
That was so fucking good, dude.
You seen Pollo? Pollo's real good.
I want to
That
see
one.
fucking that one and then fucking... What? I don't know. I don't think this one was a Studio Ghibli, but what is the one about the tiny people?
Ooh, I'm not sure.
Little People, Big World.
No.
Close. My top 5 would be Clannad, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do the bullshit original one. It's garbage.
That's the biggest truth I've heard all night.
Toradora, Shippuden, and then it gets hard.
That's what I'm
Then
saying,
it gets
dude. Like,
real
when you
hard.
get to the ending of it, you're like... But
The
there's so many good ones.
The first, 19 episodes of Death Note? like...
Fucking A, bro. Dude, I highly recommend you watch Black Lagoon, though, just for one character. Her name's Roberta.
Oh, Roberta.
Dude, she's a fucking, she's a housemaid, bro, but the way they introduce her, she's like trying to find this kid that's been kidnapped. That's like the fucking boy she watches over or whatever. This fucking gangbanging thug ass fool in the middle of like, they're all in like Colombia right now. He's like, "What are you doing here, pretty lady?" And she turns and lifts her fucking umbrella up, and the camera zooms into the inside of the umbrella, and there's a fucking Spaz 12.
Damn.
And she just boom, bam, and then fucking turns, and she fucking smacks her arm, and a fucking knife comes out, and she just elbows this guy right in the jugular, bro. And she is like the most badass fucking character.
Yeah.
Dude. She is fucking.
So DJ says 7 Deadly Sins is awesome. I was super surprised with how good it is.
That's what I'm saying.
Salty asked, have you seen Log Horizon? I have not seen Log Horizon. Brohood is the shit, you're right. Salty says, I love Puyo because Ghibli water animation makes me nut and cry. But like cry more than usual when I nut.
Dude,
Frozen just had a new trailer. The Disney.
They're making another one?
Frozen 2. It was like a casual like little teaser trailer, and they flexed how hard their animation's gotten, so like how far it's gone. Their water animation is fucking crazy.
Was it better than fucking Coco?
Coco?
Coco, yeah, that's what it was.
I don't know.
Did you ever see that one?
Yeah, I saw Coco. Coco was good.
I loved that, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I went in that movie thinking like this is gonna be a lame ass kids movie, and I came out like, damn, I'd actually watch that again.
Right. Yeah, I liked Coco. I like Disney movies. I'm not like a fucking. Some people.
I'm picky with Disney movies. Like, I like old school stuff all the way. Like, I always loved those because I grew up on them. But like some of their new stuff, like Frozen, dude, I fucking despised Frozen so much. It was too much. Like Frozen, that was a lot for me to handle, and spending the next fucking 6 months after hearing fucking "Let It Snow" on the radio. Yeah. I
watched it once and I thought it was cute, but I was like, this is a movie that I don't need to watch again.
Dude, one thing that killed me, bro, so me and my family just barely went to California to go to my brother-in-law's homecoming, and we're in Disneyland, dude, and literally my mom's like, what's everybody want to do? And we're all like naming all the rides we want to hit, and she's like, oh my god, they're doing a Broadway performance of Frozen? We're going!
And you're like, hey mom, here's my wrists.
I was literally like, I looked at her and I was like, here's the gun. Give me the bullet you just put in it.
Right. Like, I do. Nightmare Before Christmas is still one of my favorite.
Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't care what anybody says. That's a fucking masterpiece. Yeah, that was wonderful. A damn good movie.
What's
dude.
this? What's that?
It got cringe because Tumblr.
What's this? What's this? There's white shit everywhere. Yeah. What's this? There's cancer in the air. Yeah. What's this? Oh my fucking god! I can't believe this white shit in the fucking ground. What's this shit?
It's so good. But yeah, let's.
I think people ruin that movie for fucking me. Like,
dude, the
community behind it.
Right. Dude, that's what ruined it for me. Is like walking down the street and seeing so many edgy goth bitches. Like, yeah, I got Jack Skellington tattooed on me. Right. Means I'm cold-blooded. And I'm like, no, bitch. It means you like Tim Burton.
Right.
Yeah, but I'll tell you guys my dream now since we're switching up.
Yeah.
But so. Yeah, so it was the weirdest fucking dream, like, because it happened in like 15 minutes. So I woke up like an hour before I was supposed to wake up, go to work and shit. But so I woke up and then like I was like, and then I went back to sleep. I was like, another hour. So I went back to sleep for another hour, but then it was like hyper realistic. So it started out like it's weird. So like there was like a group of people, but like so kind of like what you're saying, like fabricated people. Everyone in it besides my brother like was new people. It was a place I've never been, and like. This girl was like, "Hey, let's go to Wendover." Like so this is the turn of events from this is like, I was like, "Yeah, you gonna blow me?" And she said, "Maybe." And I was like, "Oh, guess we're going to Wendover." But then so we're walking, and then we got to like this weird, creepy shed, and then we had to go through, and then it was like this weird, dark forest area, and then there was like, from there is this a fucking scary ass werewolf. Like, it was and it kept, like, yeah, just, like, this creepy fucking, like, super, like, extreme werewolf. And it kept saying, like, in this scariest voice, like, it's still, like, embedded in my fucking head. And it kept saying, "I know you fucking have it. Give it to me." In this deep voice. And I was hiding in the tree, and it kept coming. It was, like, trying to claw at my throat and shit. It's like, "I know you fucking have it." And I was like... And, like, it was attacking people and shit. And then a smaller werewolf came and jumped on this girl's head and was ripping her face apart.
Jesus Christ.
Little baby werewolf. And, like, I can just hear this creepy-ass voice yelling, "I know you fucking have it." and then some dude, or I can't remember, it's a gender neutral character in my head, because I don't know if it was a girl or boy, showed up with this bat, and then for some reason the werewolf turned into a regular wolf, and then I was like, oh, let's fucking get him, and I started stomping the wolf, and it was all black. It's an all black wolf with red eyes, and then it fucking ran away, and then I woke up.
Jesus Christ.
It was
That's
fucked
a lot
up.
to go through.
But then, the whole time I just kept thinking, where's my brother? Where's my brother? Because there's fucking wolves trying to kill me, saying, where the fuck's it at? And then my brother was just down on the ground walking around, and I was like, where is he? And then I fucking woke up, and
Jesus Christ.
and I keep thinking about this goddamn werewolf at one point he wanted a knife, so I was like, he kept asking me, where's it at? And then someone said, the knife, and some fucking bitch-ass giant black red-eyed werewolf wanted a knife, and he kept saying, where's it at? And I can hear it perfectly in my head and saying, where's it at?
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's bad fucked up, dude. Dude, I
Happens.
can't. I have this fucking nightmare that's been fucking reoccurring for the past fucking year and a half,
Uh-huh.
and it's weird, dude, because it's like I fall asleep, but right as I fall asleep, it's I wake up, right? Because
Yeah.
I wake up in the dream world, and I lay up in this bed, and I'm in this fucking black room, and there's one hallway. But right as I step out of that room, into the hallway, fucking some guy or something behind me, some force is literally just stabbing me in the back over
God.
and over again with needles and shit while I'm running through this maze, dude. And every time it happens, I wake up sweating fucking bullets and that panic state where you're
Yeah.
catching your breath and shit, dude.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to figure out what the fuck has been causing it, because it has been literally fucking killing me, bro.
Dreams
Damn.
are such a weird thing because they can dictate your day too.
Dreams get fucked up real quick, dude. I've had a fucking dream where it starts out and we're all riding bikes as friends, and then I get punched in the face and it ruins my whole day.
Right. I hate dreams where it has someone who's not in your life anymore, and then you wake up thinking about it, and you're like, fuck, why?
Gives you that fucking subconscious just lingering
Yeah.
and want to just have that person in your life again.
Right. Wallace says I rarely dream, maybe once every few months.
I dream every night.
Yeah, I dream way frequently.
I used to not. I was on the same boat for you for a while, Wallace, and then now I dream every single night.
I used to, and then I did DMT to cleanse my pineal gland. It's wild, right? So your pineal gland is covered in calcium, right?
Right.
Somehow that shit fucks with your dreams. Smoking weed calcifies your pineal gland. All natural shit just does it. It just happens over time. But when you smoke DMT, a lot of people, at least I say this from personal experience, you feel a pop in your forehead. But it kind of scares you, but all that is all the calcium falling off your pineal gland. And so what it does is it fucking decalcifies it, and it's supposed to make your dreams super vivid. And I think it actually works, because I kind of had fucking dreams where I would only remember bits and pieces of it the next day, and then I fucking went fucking did DMT with the homies, and it's for the past fucking year I've been having whack ass dreams.
The DMT, was it a positive or negative experience for you?
For me, I'd like to say 100% positive, to be honest.
Yeah.
So my trip was kind of weird, right? And so fucking I took fucking 4 hits, and it was the hardest thing I've ever done, dude. After it starts taking effect on you, to keep hitting it is so fucking hard to do, dude, because it's literally you're just zoned out, man. Fucking, I took 1 hit, and then I'm all right, everything's still normal, dude. Then right as I take the second hit, it was literally watching a screen come down, dude. All the walls, all of my homies, they all turned into fucking geometrical shapes. And I just kept hitting it and kept hitting it. And then after the fucking 4th hit or something, I don't even know how many hits I fucking took, because I was so out of it, dude. I just fucking sat back in this chair, and I closed my eyes for a second, and I opened them. But my homies told me my eyes were closed the whole time. I remember opening them, and I'm sitting in this chair, and I look down at my hands, dude, and my hands and arms are made out of fucking spider webs. I could put my hands like this, and I could see through them and see everything in the room. And fucking Ganesh, the fucking I can't remember what god he is specifically, but he literally melded out of the ceiling, bro. Fucking comes out, looks like he goes in a portal, falls down, fucking falls back in. I'm literally looking, fucking following this shit. And then right as he fell back in, I fucking fell out of the chair. But when you fall in the trip, dude, it's weird, because I fell, but I went through the floor, came back up the chair, fell through the floor again, and fell 5 more times. And then I was laying on the ground staring back up at the ceiling, and everything was fucking geometrical shapes. It slowed down all the music I was listening to probably like 35 beats per second, dude. Like it started and it goes, and then like as I was taking the continuous hits, it would just get slower and slower and slower, and like it's fucking wild, dude. But like when you come out of it, like when I came out of it, I've never felt like more at peace with myself than at that time. Because it's like everything kind of like fades back to normal. And you're just sitting there and you're like, oh, that really just happened. But like you just feel so calm after, man. Like I don't even know how, like what it is. You just feel like you just kind of like have a little more understanding of how like natural objects work without even realizing you do.
Right.
And so you kind of like, you understand more about like energies and balances and shit like that. Like I don't know, I kind of feel like I have more of a spiritual sense after doing it. And I know for a fact after doing that, I've come to accept more of my spirituality. Like, I'm not really a fucking 100% anti-atheist like I was fucking like 3 years ago. I'm a completely different person from it. But it's like, it's not such a big change that it's changed my life in an extravagant way. Right. It's just like, I just kind of feel like it just kind of helped me realize more that I'm human. And like kind of accept my humanity more. And just accept that like, I'm not just fucking some special human here to fucking make a purpose. I'm the same as everybody else, but we're all unique in our own ways, and like we're here to find out what makes those ways flourish. You're here to fucking, you know, just kind of figure yourself out. And like I don't know, after like doing DMT, I just kind of feel like I just don't really like worry about shit as much. Like I don't let shit get to me as much, and I just feel like more at peace. But like it's definitely not something I'd want to like go out and just do as a recreational thing. Like my buddy, my fucking roomie at the time, when we were all going through this phase, he got way into it. Like he would do DMT like all the time, and like it hasn't done anything like to fuck with his psyche, hasn't like made him permafried or anything like that. But like he just views the world differently now. Like you can tell he's just got a different viewpoint.
Yeah,
of it.
Changed his thought process.
Yeah, and like I don't know, some of the trips he told me, there were trips that would have fucking given me a panic attack or something. Like he said fucking this one trip, like I was in the room for this, because he's like, yo, you want to hit this? And like it's kind of weird when you see people smoke DMT, because it's like it's a crystalline form, so if you're gonna smoke it, it sucks because you gotta smoke it out of a crack pipe.
Right.
And so you kind of like, I don't know, it just kind of looks nasty when people do it. He's like, yo, you want to hit this? I'm like, nah, dude. And he like fucking hit it, and then he just keeps hitting it, and then he like just stops, and he's just staring into his pipe, like just staring at it, sitting there twirling it up and down like this for like 30 minutes, and then fucking like out of nowhere he just like he just shot up and he was like, oh my god. And I was like, what? And he was like, I was inside this pipe. I'm like, what do you mean, dude? And he's like, he said fucking, so like right as this trip started, he said he got vacuumed into the pipe, but it sounded so awful because he was like, I was in a casino and I was playing slots, but I could hear this eerie, evil voice constantly ringing in like the background noise of like throughout the whole situation, constantly telling him like, you gotta wake up, you're dreaming, like you gotta wake up, you're dreaming, like all that shit over and over again. And he said like he could see people, but they were shadow people, and every time he tried to look at one, they would move just to like barely so he could see them in his peripheral. And then he said fucking like the reason why he was so scared is because he fucking in his trip he set the pipe down and he looked up and one of those shadow people like jumped out and just fucking screamed at him, like Jesus. Dead in his face. Like said like this guy got in his face and he felt like a physical presence screaming at him. And like I don't know, after that, that's when I was kind of like, I don't really want to like use this recreationally. I want to use this as like
tool.
If I feel lost or like if I just need to like get away from reality for a sec, like you just need a break. I don't want it to like be a fucking like I don't want it to be something like weed, dude, where like I just fucking smoke it every day or some shit like that.
Well, and some of the stuff you read online too, like guys who get really into it, like it's like this weird progression of wanting to push further and further into
that's what it was
unknown.
That's like what it was with fucking my roomie, dude, is because like he would want to push further and further and try to get like deeper into that void. And it's like DMT, dude, DMT is not a drug you want to play with. Like, that's not shit you really want to, like, fucking treat lightly. Like, that shit that can definitely fuck your brain up on a whole nother level if you let it, man.
Right.
And so, like, my little sister Kaya, bro, like, she's not blood or anything. She's, like, adopted little sister. I fucking view her as family and shit. But she wanted to do DMT. And so fucking, like, we let her, dude. Like, we're like, okay, like, we gave her this whole fucking rundown, whole speech. Like, you sure this is something you want to do? And she was like, yeah, I want to do it. And so she did it. And she fucking, like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, bro. This is, like, the most unordinary thing I've ever seen anyone do on DMT, except for if, like, fucking someone is taking it, like, orally, where they have an M8OI, that makes it orally activated. And she was purging, bro, which is when, like, you just vomit. But, like, when if you purge while you're smoking DMT, a lot of people like to say, like, that's the demons leaving you and shit like that. But she, like, fucking, I don't know what happened in her trip. She has, like, to this day, she hasn't told any of us what happened. Like, she doesn't like to talk about it. But, like, that shit changed her. And she's, like, fucking, I still have yet to figure out if it's for the better or for the worse.
Damn.
That's what's scary about it, is it definitely, because, you know, mushrooms and acid can do stuff to you, but it just seems like it's that next step up.
DMT just does it on a whole nother level,
like the major leagues.
Like, you can take 2 hits off of DMT and you'll be tripping harder than any hallucinogen you've ever done.
Right.
Like, it's honestly, it's incredible how, like, potent of a hallucinogenic it is. Because, like, it really can fucking transcend you to that next level. Like, I personally believe you can use DMT to communicate with other beings from other planets because of how strong of an energy it has, dude.
That's what some of the theories are online, is it lets you do some weird shit that obviously we don't understand it.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's fucking, I don't even think we can even come close to comprehending it, really. Like, fucking and especially because everybody's trip on DMT is hella different, bro. Like,
right.
Fucking, like, homeboy Justin Schofield told me he fucking stood on a rock and he unzipped his pants to take a pee, but when he looked down, he was peeing off a cliff into the city of Tron.
Jesus.
Fucking Christ.
I've had one guy tell me how he fucking, so, like, there's 2 ways to trip on DMT. There's just tripping where you take a couple hits and you're hallucinating. There's the breakthrough.
Right.
The breakthrough is where all the crazy shit happens. Like, that's when fucking, like, you know, the one, like, sign is, like, someone will take, like, a bunch of hits. Usually they have to take, like, fucking 5 or 6, but then, like, they'll lay back and they close their eyes and, like, they're just out of it. That's because they fucking broke through. And I had this fucking guy, so I met this chick named Maddie Killian that I used to work with at Payway. I swear this was her ex she was telling me this about, but she was telling me his DMT trip, and his DMT trip was he closed his eyes and he fell back on the bed, but she said he, like, fell back and he woke up and he was in a hospital and he lived for 20 years as a terminally ill cancer patient.
Jesus.
Like,
Christ.
he lived a whole nother life, dude. And, like, fucking, I was kind of iffy on it at first, because this was before I tried any psychedelic, but, dude, she was telling me, like, shit that he would say about it. And it's, like, fucking shit that, like, someone would really have to be trying real hard to bullshit that, bro. Like,
right.
He'd be, like, she fucking had, like, names of other patients. She had fucking, like, the diseases they had. He would talk about fucking the food he ate, like, that day in the cafeteria. And
yeah, no,
fucking,
I've heard stories of that online, too. Like, people say, like, you can legitimately live
whole
years in your mind
lifetimes
in a trip that's
literally 30 minutes long at the
right.
most. Like, fucking, it's so mind-blowing, dude. Like, it is wild, dude. And, like, when you're, like, in the trip, bro, and you try to move around, at least, I don't know, if you break through, you think you're moving around, but you're really just laying there deep in the mind. But, like, it gets crazy, man. I've had people tell me, like, homeboy Jaden's favorite trip is he just laid back on the bed, and he watched a bunch of cowboys and Indians fight for a fucking piece of land on his ceiling.
Jesus.
Like, that's one of my favorite ones anyone's ever told me, bro, because fucking, he, like, dude, so, like, we're all watching him hit this, because it's, like, we're all popping our DMT cherries and shit, and he just, like, lays back, bro, closes his eyes, but then, like, halfway through, he just opened them, and just kept staring at the ceiling, bro, and he comes up, and he's like, I don't even know how to explain that. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, give us a try, bro. I'm like, we're all pretty fucking experienced guys. We've heard some batshit crazy shit. And he was like, I literally just watched a bunch of Native Americans and cowboys fight on the ceiling for like fucking 5 years. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, it was so whack, bro. Like, when I came out of my trip, the first thing I asked was, how long has it been? And they were like, 15 minutes. And I was like, what? It's been 15 minutes? I was like, it's been 15 fucking years.
Jesus.
Like, dude, you feel like you're gone for so fucking long.
So do you think on a different, like a whole other level of things, do you think that it potentially could be like a step in understanding that time's not actually linear? Because, like, that's a big theory, that time isn't linear. We just perceive it as linear.
I feel like I feel like it could, but I don't know. Personally, I've never really been in one to believe that time is linear. I believe time to be one fucking messed up map, bro.
Right.
Like, I think fucking universes can cross through each other's timelines, like, just
definitely.
like that, and, like, we don't really notice because, like, it's such a small, normal thing. But I definitely think DMT helps you kind of realize that time is just, like, a man-made construct, really.
Right.
Like, all time just flows together. And, like, fucking, especially because it fucks with your sense of time so heavily, dude. Because, like, you feel like you're hallucinating for, like, fucking hours on end.
You can even get that with acid and mushrooms. That,
Mhm.
you know.
I've had plenty of LSD trips where, like, I was fucking freaking out because I was like, this is never going to end. I'm going to be like this forever.
Right.
And then fucking you come out of it and you're like, oh, shit. Like, it's different with DMT because, like, you don't really, I don't know, like, I've never really seen anyone get in, like, a panic state. Like, they're just like, that's life.
Right.
That's just, this is what my life is right now. Like, everybody I've seen fucking do DMT except for Kaya. Kaya's the only one, and that was because she fucking purged so much. But, like, everybody else, they just, like, lay back with the biggest fucking smile on their face, dude. Like, you can just tell they're at such peace, dude. And, like, I definitely feel like it can totally help you, like, realize a whole new, like, kind of a whole new basis of time, man.
Right.
Because, like, you come out of it and you're like, damn, only 15 minutes passed? And you're like, well, if only 15 minutes passed in fucking the real world, in, like, 20 years passed in the fucking hallucinating world, then fucking what's there to say that 20 years can't pass right now? And I just don't know it because it's not on my section of that fucking dimension.
Exactly.
Like,
It's fucking weird.
yeah,
Do
dude,
you want
like,
to get caught up on chat? I think we missed quite a bit.
I was watching it, but yeah, let's see what we got. Oh, he was talking about breakthroughs. Let me see real quick.
you had a breakthrough on weed?
Oh,
I want to know what that's like.
yeah. And they were talking about William Dafoe, his eyes are gonna pop, and then Camel said, SMH Soldier Boys with Black China now.
SMH, fucking Soldier Boy being with Black China, that's not a problem, bro.
He said
Soldier
we were
Boy's already the goat of the year for calling
That's
Drake
just-
the fuck out.
Yeah.
So he said we were rooting for you, Soldier. Sounds like the game in Rick and Morty, the Eternity,
Yeah.
where you live the other life.
Damn, now
Dude.
Soldier Boy's dating a fucking
My
wisdom tooth.
real question is fucking Wallace, have you tried DMD yet?
The third dimension in space.
I would hella love to have another
Make you
third party
manipulate
opinion because like that shit's different for everybody. So like I kind of like hate kind of going off on my own opinions about it because everybody has a different
Yeah.
experience.
DJ said, my DMT experience was ruined because I upset my stomach and I was with my GF, and the whole time I was trying super hard not to shit my pants.
That's fucking bummy.
That sucks.
I can tell you a funny DMT story. So like we used to fucking allegedly order that shit off the internet.
Yeah.
And fucking sometimes it's cheap, sometimes it's not cheap. It's
I'd be
one of the-
careful with people's last names too. Just
I got you.
yeah.
But like this was one of those times it was not cheap. So the guy we'd fucking get it from, we like have one of our homies wants to try it for the first time. And this guy goes to fucking hit the pipe and he inhaled all the DMT into his mouth
Oh, God.
and swallowed it.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god, dude, he was so fucking funny because we're all sitting there, we're like, well, how is it? Because he's not doing anything, and he's like, I'm not feeling it, man. And fucking homie who helped us get this shit looks at the fucking pipe and he goes, there's nothing in this. He's like, there's no residue, no nothing. He's like, dude, you even hit that? And fucking he's like, well, I felt shit go in my mouth. And he's like, what do you mean you felt shit go in your mouth? He's like, you don't feel smoke go in your mouth? And he's like, bro, did you inhale that? And fucking he's like, oh, no, you know what? I guess I did. He's
know
like,
what?
I might have inhaled it. And like, bro, fucking homeboy sitting there like, literally like, most pissed look, dude. And we're all
'Cause
just
it's not gonna do
fucking
anything if
dying. No, like it
ingested
can't.
it.
So like DMT, in order to orally ingest it, you have to combine it with a chemical called an M8OI inhibitor.
Right.
And so I don't know how that all works on the chemical spectrum, but it's like fucking ayahuasca has an M8OI inhibitor. That's why you can drink it. But like
Yeah.
regular DMT, you gotta fucking smoke that shit. Like it's also a different trip altogether. Like ayahuasca is a concentrated DMT trip, and the M8OIs make it last in your system longer, so it spans out to be 8 hours long. but it fucking feels like days.
I heard ayahuasca can be a bummer too because like you're going to throw up.
Oh, you're
and some
definitely
people,
going
like,
to throw up.
Violently throw up, and then it starts their trip, and they're just pissed off, and it's ruined from there on out.
That's the one thing. That's the one thing that sucks, dude. Because like one thing you always got to keep in mind with when you're dabbling with hallucinogens is like you can purge on any hallucinogen, man. I've purged on mushrooms. I've thrown up on acid before. Like, you can fucking throw up on anything. It's because it's like it's a chemical your body doesn't want in it, man. And with fucking ayahuasca, bro, like that shit is basically like fucking mushrooms times 10. You will always throw up, no matter what. And it's like most people say that it's like it can either be 15 minutes or it can be an hour long of just you fucking throwing up. But like that's what'll make or break your trip is your fucking mind state when you go into that purge.
Right.
Because like it's the purge, bro. Like what the purge does is it's ridding your bodies of all the evil energies. Like, even if that's not how you want to look at it, like, you can look at it like, oh, I'm just sick, I'm throwing up, I just ingested a bunch of fucking whack fungi shit.
Right.
But nah, man, like, it's purging your bodies of the evil, bro, so, like, no matter what, you're gonna throw up. So if you really want to dabble and try ayahuasca, you better be ready to throw up, and you better be ready to throw up a lot.
Right, because there's...
It's like my nightly drinking routine.
There's that poor video of the girl who obviously didn't know what she was getting herself into, and she went on an ayahuasca trip, and there was, you know, shamans who were giving her the ayahuasca, and then like 2 minutes later she's just fucking just chucking up her guts, but she's crying and she's having a panic attack, and she can't breathe. She says she can't breathe, and these shamans are just sitting there like, this is what happens, like, and they're trying to explain to her like, this is okay, you're not gonna die. And this girl says, oh my god, I'm dying, I can't stop throwing, and like just like puking like fucking wads of shit out of her stomach, and like you can just see like where it's gonna go, and it's gonna be miserable.
Having a good time.
Yeah, that's
what bums me, bro. Like fucking, that's the one thing that hates me is like when you're tripping with someone and they start the I'm gonna die talk. Yeah. Like the I'm gonna die talk is never a good talk. It's never a good situation, especially like if you're dealing with someone who's a little irrational. Like fucking, I got this homeboy, love the kid to death, but I will never, ever, ever take a hallucinogenic with him again. Because, like, we used to trip all the time, dude, but I swear to God, every time we tripped, he would start crying for 3 hours. Like, it's just not meant for him, man.
I'm trying to be around that, yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, like, I sat him down and I told him, because he's like, I just don't know what I'm doing with my life, and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, John, I'm going to be real with you. I don't think you should be doing psychedelics if this is the state of mind you're in.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you want to do psychedelics, bro, you gotta have at least somewhat of a clear head. Like, you gotta be able to pull yourself out of bad situations quick, because, like, things go south on psychedelics really fast. If you let it go south, it goes fucking from 0 to 100 faster than you can count to 0.5 milliseconds, man.
And don't do what I do and not respect it. Mm-hmm. Because that was my problem, is I just didn't... I thought I was cool and could do more than I should have, and I didn't respect it, and it took my little butthole and it did things to it. I remember that. I remember fucking my homies like, we got double drip tabs, and I'm like, yeah, that ain't shit. Give me 3 of them. Fucking. I don't even know what that is, dude. But that sounds scary. Double drip is like when
twice
fucking,
acid on one.
Mm-hmm, it's like putting 2 hits on one tab. So like I basically took like fucking 6 hits.
That sounds like
and like I went into that like, oh man, I'm a big man. Like I got a strong mind. Nothing's gonna. No, that shit fucked my brain sideways. Like, dude, I was fucking broken for like a week after that, man. I remember fucking homeboy asked me to go get his fucking hammock out of the car. That walk from fucking like other homeboy's backyard to the fucking car in the front yard that was 25 feet away. I literally thought I was gonna get kidnapped and just fucking murdered and like molested and all these horrible things, dude. Like I remember, bro, because there's like a fence and I'm staring at this fence and I'm like, I have to go outside. And so I fucking like open the fence, take that first step. Right as my foot hits the dark, whole body ice cold, and I'm just like, ooh, I don't know about this one, chief. And I just remember going like, and then I like fucking crossed over the ground, dude. I was like, no, I'm not safe. I like fucking literally like army crawled to his car, dude.
Jesus.
And I like opened the door. I'm like looking everywhere, fucking thinking like I'm being followed and shit like that. And then, like, right as, like, I get back in the backyard, everything was fine again, dude. It was, like, anytime I left the backyard, I started having the biggest fucking panic attack, or, like, if I got separated from the group, like, I was not ready for that, man. Like, anytime I was alone, I was like, this is way too much for my little brain to handle right now. I like what Wall says, I reverse purge on weed. Munchies. I like that.
Right.
DJ says basically DMT is metabolized to last in your body because it is in so many things, including your own brain. So when you take a MADQ,
MIOA.
Oh, sorry.
MAOI.
My eyes aren't great. It basically stops the enzymes that break down the DMT, and then it is allowed to hit other receptors and cause the trip. That's why ayahuasca trips last like 12 hours, and smoking DMT is like 30 minutes.
Hey, ayahuasca feels like it lasts 100,000 years. Though. Like I don't
like
think I'll
gone
ever do
forever.
anything like that in my life, man. I got so many homies that are like, "Oh man, I'd be so down for ayahuasca," and I'm like, I don't think I'm ready for that. I don't even know if I'll ever be ready for that, man. Like I'm not even really like crazy big into doing psychedelics anymore. Like I'll maybe do like boomies once a year, but like I'm not really into that whole crowd anymore.
All right.
Especially
I feel
because like, man, I just took too much acid. I fried the fuck out of my brain. And like I just kind of started realizing it, like kind of start to affect my cognitive thinking. So like I haven't done acid in almost 2 years now. I know for a fact I'm never ever gonna do LSD again, cause like I'm just not a fan of the chemical high either. Like I hate how it makes your body feel, but like I love mushrooms with a fucking fiery passion. So like every now and then I'm down with it.
It's gotta be experience for me.
I've heard
That's what I'm saying. Like it's never like just fucking sitting around and someone's like, oh, let's trip right now. Like that was high school shit. Like now if I want to trip, I gotta plan that. Like I like planning it for camping
Right.
trips. I love
yeah, I
tripping
need to
in the
fucking
woods.
plan. Dude, I'm afraid of like I don't know. I've read so many stories about mushrooms, and like now I'm fucking afraid to do them. Like even Steve-O's obviously done everything, and he said the only bad thing, he said mushrooms are the only time he's ever had a bad experience in his life. He's like, I've done everything. He said, but mushrooms, he's like, never in my life. He's like, that was literally the definition of hell for me. Like
It's because like mushrooms are different trips. Like the way I explain it to people, acid's in your head, mushrooms in your body.
Yeah.
So like your mushroom trip, it's gonna make or break it what environment you're
that's
in.
what
like,
I think
you're
I'd be good,
around.
to be honest. Like again, but like
Yeah, like if you're fucking like if you're running around the woods at night, yeah, definitely some scary shit's gonna happen. But if you're just fucking with your homies,
That's
and
what I'm
you're
about, though.
chilling-
Right.
Dude, I used to be fucking heavily into that life. That same crybaby kid, we all went in the fucking mountains. We're all taking fucking tabs and shit. Hits probably like, we took him at like 6, so it's probably like hitting fucking 12. We're all starting to hit like the peak of the trip, starting to come down and shit. I don't know what the fuck got in his head, but this kid was like, there are coyotes, and they're all coming to eat us. And so he fucking, like, dude, I'm looking for firewood, and all I hear is, everybody get in the fucking cars now! And so we all go and jump in the cars. Fucking homeboy's like, there are coyotes out there. He's like, I heard them. They're coming. He's like, they're at the campsite right now. So we're like sitting in this fucking car for the rest of the night, dude. We had hammocks and the whole tent and the whole fucking campsite set up and everything. We spent the whole night in a fucking 5-passenger Jeep with fucking 4 big ass motherfuckers.
Jesus.
Like, dude, we fucking wake up in the morning. And I look at him, I'm like, John, there ain't no fucking coyote tracks around here. Like, there's no fucking coyotes. Like, you ruined the whole trip.
God damn
It
it.
sounds like the cozy pit that
Yeah,
I went on.
I was gonna say, I think I would just be like, okay, there may be coyotes, but I'm going to that tent right now.
Dude, that's how it was. We were all sitting there, and like every 10 minutes, someone would be like, I'm just gonna go outside. We were gonna let homeboy T outside. We all thought he was gonna stab a cow, bro. It was like, I don't even know how we got to this part. We went like 3 hours deep into the beat. We found this perfect little lake. But some fucking whack farmer out there was like, this is where my cows live. And so like fucking scary.
By the bee.
Yeah, dude.
Did you
like,
get to the
deep,
top and take
deep
a
into
left
the
and
bee.
go all the way around? I know exactly where you went.
Oh yeah,
Those lakes are
dude.
beautiful up
Dude,
there.
so we're chilling up there, right? There were just cows everywhere. And I'm like fucking starting to peak. I'm sitting there staring at the trees, and I'm like, man, I'm so fucking high right now. And then literally, like, loudest shit ever in my ear, I just hear, I like fucking fly the fuck out of my hammock, bro. And I'm like, holy shit, what was that? I look over, there's this fucking big ass cow just chilling next to the hammocks. And I'm like, what, the cow? And so I fucking leave. And I come back and the cow's gone. I lay in the hammock again, and the cow comes back.
Damn, he just wanted to be your friend.
I know, but like, I don't like cows when I'm tripping. I hardly like cows when I'm sober.
Little beef boys.
They're cute. Like, I love them. They're fucking beautiful creatures, but like, I don't know, man. Me and wildlife just don't get along. I'm like deathly terrified of fucking horses and snakes, for Christ's sake.
Horses are scary. So I want to flip drugs here really quick, because I've always had this weird, like, conversation that I had a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And this is about weed, so I want to talk about weed a little bit. I talked to I'm not going to out them, because I thought it was really silly, but maybe I just have never had this experience. They used to talk about smoking weed, and they would, like, hallucinate.
Dude, so that's a possibility. Weed is a psychoactive drug. Marijuana is definitely a psychoactive chemical, but like you just trip as hard because like it's weak.
So are you do you have to eat? Because I mean, obviously you're gonna get. Do you have to eat or smoke just an ass ton of it?
So like based on like fucking papers and shit I read about the psychoactive effects of marijuana, they say that like the one way that they find that most people actually achieve a hallucinative state is eating edibles made from THC wax, because those are the most potent. But they also, like, it's not like they eat one or two. It's like fucking, they had a whole room. They had like a group of 5 people that would eat 1, a group of 5 that would eat 2, a group of 5 that would eat 3, and a group of 5 that would eat 4.
Right.
All the ones that ate 4, most definitely, almost every one of them had a psychoactive experience. All the ones on 3, maybe like 2 of them did. And then like the lower ones, nothing. But like, I don't know, dude. Like, to get weed to really be like a psychoactive part, you really honestly do have to take like a fuckload of it.
Well, and that's what Wall says. You have to smoke a lot of good oil. So I was talking. This was a long time ago, and I was talking to these 2 friends of mine, and they said like they would smoke, and to me, at that point in their lives, I don't think these 2 girls were smoking like ass tons of weed. So that's why I always thought it was kind of like.
I get what you're saying though, because like I've like smoked with people before too, where they're like, "Oh man, I'm tripping so hard right now," and I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
And they would see like almost like Pokemon type monsters and shit, and they'd seem dead. They seemed dead ass serious, like they weren't like pulling my leg. They were like, "Yeah, we would like get super baked." I'm like, "Are you guys smoking something else?" Because like
that sounds like they're like smoking fucking spice or some wild shit like that.
And like they would honestly say like they would like hallucinate. I'm like, I don't know. Like at that point, that was like me when I was smoking the most weed I ever smoked in my life.
Yeah.
And like I've simmered off a lot. But I never once had any type of like looking at something and be like, oh my god, is that fucking Gengar in here? Like, Jesus
like,
Christ.
I don't know. I'd probably say the closest I've ever come to like even being close of a psychoactive state in weed is the very first time I ever took a gram dab. Full gram, fucking just sent it. But like,
just sent it.
But like, that's how it was, bro. Like my homeboy literally had a half ounce of dab, and he was like, "Who's gonna take the full gram?" And I was like, "Bitch, I am." And so fucking, but like while I was hitting it, dude, like literally right as that first like plume, because you know how dabs work, like they fucking smoke the fuck up, and right as it started hitting that smoky the fuck up state, I was literally like the highest point I've ever been in my life. But I could swear to God, the walls were breathing. But that is the closest I've ever come to, like, even minorly considering having a psychoactive experience on weed. Like, I've definitely had experiences where I'm high and I catch myself like, wait, whoa, what the fuck was that?
Right.
But, like, I honestly think that's just paranoia.
Yeah, that's just probably being baked as fuck and thinking, oh.
Like, fucking, because everything catches you off guard when you're baked as fuck. Like, you ever been baked as fuck and, like, fucking seen something super weird?
Yeah,
and then, like, that shit, that rocks your whole world for that moment. You're like, what
fainting.
the fuck?
It fucked me up.
Dude, my homie Sage fainting, bro. Like, fucking world busting dabs in the garage, right? And fucking, you know how people are in their faint. They start us off with the, ooh, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
And then
I was just walking.
He like sits down, and he's literally giving me a panic attack because I'm like, dude, what's up? And he's like, bro, I don't know. Like, I think I have diabetes because he has history of diabetes in his family. And so we're all like, oh my fucking god! Like, code red, dude! Code fucking red! I'm like, we need to get you inside, we need to get you some food. I'm like, we need to call fucking hospital. But then he just fucking fainted and like everything was good.
Right.
And like fucking, because I was so high at the time, instantly 100% panic.
Right. So DJ says eating it is way more psychoactive. Right. And Wall says mix it with citrus fruits to increase, what is that word? Trippins?
Terpenes.
Yeah, how fucking people say like eat a mango before you smoke weed.
Yeah.
Orange juice, baby. So everyone was like, drink some
Could
fucking
be
orange
laced
juice.
weed. Probably some laced weed. Might be.
That's what I'm saying though. Like I've never ever had anybody dead ass tell me they had a full blown psychoactive.
My only thing
experience
was I
on
just
weed.
fucking smoked so much that everyone looked green to me. And I like it was normal. Like if I was just super high and like everyone was like a shade of green, I was like, what the fuck?
I
You
will
guys look
say-
fucking green.
Dude, I will say,
That's
like,
the most of the
sometimes when I sit down and have a fat smoke sesh, I swear to God, everything like starts seeing in HD, like on a hallucinogen.
Right.
Where like you just look at something, and you're like, damn, I never noticed how much detail is in that.
Like looking at yourself in the mirror, like
Look at my skin! I have a bunch of fucking tiny holes in this. My favorite is when you're super stoned and you're staring at your hair and you're like, how do you grow?
All right. Why are you out here so much?
Where do you come from?
DJ says a lot of people that say they see shit are lying. Especially if you
definitely,
yeah.
definitely believe that.
yeah, Pokemon like. Yeah, that's like not even shit you see on like hallucinogens. You don't fucking
Dude, I've never ever seen I've only seen an image of another being on DMT.
And I think that is a big thing that needs to be talked about more, is the complete misconception of LSD, acid, mushrooms. Because
That shit irritates me, dude. You know what my mom told me when I was a kid? She told me acid was gonna make my skin melt off.
Right. And it's a scare tactic. Because, like, Forrest and I have talked about this. I never wanted to do acid because, for like, my mentality was I never wanted to do, like, man-made drugs, really. Because I just feared, like, I was fearful of it. But then I realized, well, these people are making it are fucking scientists. Like, they're trying to make some fucking money. But
that's the one thing that really got me, dude, because my homie was like, why are you so scared of acid? And I'm like, that's a chemical, bro. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And he's like, bro, you know most of these people that make acid are, like, people that fucking dropped out of college to become a scientist and realize you could make way more money selling drugs.
yeah, they're not. They aren't just fucking Joe Blow who's cooking up meth in his
It's not like
basement.
fucking Nick Sands back in the 70s
Right.
getting a bunch of hippies and renting out a warehouse.
right?
But, like, it's definitely not at all what is perceived on TV or what you've been told by your family.
Most
It's
Definitely,
not.
dude. Like, fucking, you like, everyone said, like, I hate when people say you see other shit. Like, you see, you see energy auras.
And you see colors.
And you just see shit move. Like,
And in
regular, everyday objects just move of their own accord.
Yeah.
And it's all in your mind, too. Like, your mind can definitely trip.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not, like, open your eyes and be like, Jesus Christ, got a fucking
Like,
dragon in this
It's just the
room?
over
Dude, no, like,
processing
that's
of shit,
fucking-
so that's why you see it move.
Like, dude, one fucking meme that irritates me is, like, it's a double irritation, because, like, an anorexia play, like, oh, why don't you eat food? Because I can't eat food, and there's a fucking dragon guard in the fridge at, like, 3 in the morning when I'm on acid. Like, I hate fucking shit like that.
Right.
I had
Or
this
when-
kid tell me forever, like, on mushrooms, he used to always tell me, he's like, yeah, the one time I did mushrooms, then I looked out the peephole and the predator was knocking at the door, and all that stuff, I was like, and if, like, you know, I had no experience at the time, I was like, that's fucking crazy. And I was like, that doesn't fucking happen. You don't see the fucking predator, like, hey, man.
When it's grade
Can I
A,
come in?
Dude, I'd have to say, like honestly, probably the most wild hallucination I've ever seen was on acid, and it was that 600 microgram trip, because we started watching fucking, oh my god, I don't even know who fucking picked this movie, dude. Someone picked fucking Kingsman. And, like, legit, that fucking bald dude walked on stage, and I swear to God, his face split into 4 triangles, and they all rotated and collapsed back into his face. And that's when I was like, I'm way too high for this.
Right.
Like, I remember standing up, bro, and I was like, fuck Kingsman! And that's all I said, and I went outside and stuck my head in the snow.
The funniest, I've only done acid allegedly once, and it was with someone who's allegedly here.
God damn it! God, you guys got me!
But we watched a couple movies, and one of the, like, I had a good time. Like, I just felt comfortable where I was. I was comfortable with Forrest because
See, like,
you know,
I can't lie. I like shit like that, dude. Because, like, fucking, like, you tripping with the homies and, like, you're just watching movies and shit. That's always a good time, bro.
Well, and I think it's a trust thing too, because I know that, you know
your
Forrest
homie's not gonna
knows-
fucking stab you in the back.
well, and
try
I
to
know
fuck
that
with
Forrest
ya.
knows what's going on. He knows, like, if I were to get, like, in deep water, he'd be able to, like, help me out of it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's one thing I always give to people that are like, oh, I want to try a hallucinogenic, is have a trip sitter.
Yeah.
Have someone who's experienced.
But the funniest experience for, like, during that whole thing was, well, there's a couple. I kept saying that I just wasn't feeling anything, so I took a little bit more and took a little bit more, and we started watching Men in Black.
You pulled a Nate Hickerson, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely. We watched Men in Black, and I don't remember the last time you seen Men in Black, but it starts off with that little dragonfly, And we both got so committed in that dragonfly and thought the whole movie was a dragonfly. And then it just gets fucking splatted. And we're just like, oh, fuck.
Like, shit, I forgot we were watching Men in Black. We just watched forever of a dragonfly flying, and now it's fucking Men in Black.
Dude, fucking, oh my god, that shit's clowning, bro.
Right.
Fucking allegedly, the legend name that was spoken earlier, the situation with that man, fucking, dude, we're all tripping at my house, right? And we all take the double drips, 200 mics. You already know you're gonna be tripping, bro. But they were sleepers, bro. Like, I don't know what it was. They took like 2 hours to kick in. Then we were gone for 12 hours, bro. But in the span of that 2 hours, this kid comes, taps my shoulder, and he's like, bro, I'm not feeling it. And I'm like, fuck, you want another one? And he's like, yeah. Give him another tab. Comes back like fucking half hour later, and he's like, bro, I'm still not feeling it. And I'm like, okay, like, you really want to fucking dabble in this water? I'll give you another one. That deadass, I was like, bro, like, if you really want to have your brain figgity fuck my mother nature for a little, well, actually, by fucking man-made chemicals for a little bit, then fuck yeah, I'll give you another one. But I was like, I'm going to tell you, though, if you say anything crazy or do anything crazy, I was like, I'm going to lock you in a closet.
Right.
That kid spent the whole night locked in the closet.
Damn. Was he acid trip lizard guy?
Dude, he fucking... So, like, the one thing that really fucking kind of set me off was because fucking we all disappeared. Like, we all got separated for, like, an hour or so in my house. I don't even know how we all got separated. But we come back, and fucking this kid is literally sweeping the garage floor.
Oh.
Like, just sweeping it. And I go, dude, why are you sweeping that? And he deadass is like, because bitches here don't know how to clean. And I was like, okay. I was like, you're way too gone. I was like, this is a fucking spotless garage floor, first off. I was like, second off, I cleaned this shit today. I was like, you going in the closet, motherfucker.
You looking to get swung on. God damn how I clean.
I think my favorite thing of that whole night, bro, is we had our, like, 45-year-old coworker with us, and he said the most racist joke, but I was the only one who got it, dude. He called the only African American there a black cat. And I fucking dead ass. Everybody hears it and everybody's like, oh, he does kind of look like a cat. And I make eye contact with him and I was like, you racist son of a bitch. And he just breaks out because he's like, you knew what I said.
He starts laughing.
And I'm sitting there like, you fucking piece of shit. I was like, you are so lucky I'm not ICE right now.
Yeah.
Arrest you for hate speech.
Come here, motherfucker.
You hope you're ready to go downtown.
Oh, fuck. We've been going for a while. Shit. I don't know how long you want to go for.
I don't care.
We're at 3 hours.
Do you want to do a Patreon, or are you trying to game tonight? What do you...
I'm down to hang out for a little bit. I don't know if I want to do Patreon right now. But I'm down to hang out for a while. If just play something.
Alright.
But yeah, we can wrap it up when he gets back.
Okay.
So if anyone here has something they want us to finish up on.
Yeah. And Wall, DJ, everyone, we appreciate you hanging out. And
yeah, thanks to everyone that's fucking here
chatting
tonight.
with us tonight. Really adds to the podcast. We got some people putting in some good conversation with us.
Good input on every subject, and we appreciate it.
Yeah. It's always nice to probably be.
Yeah, so, if anyone got anything we want us to finish on, though, let us know. Let us know. Fucking, yeah.
Got him. I really want to play that Visage game now.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
It's on sale. My PC can't run it, but if I'll watch you play if you want to get it.
Yeah, I gotta go to work tonight.
No. Well, I mean, eventually.
Yeah.
Because obviously I can't run it, but...
You sure you can't run it?
Yeah, it needed a 970, I think. We'll have to look. But yeah, we got 3 hours, so we can wrap it up soon, whatever you want to finish on.
Whatever your heart desires.
But yeah, what were you going to say?
I gotta know. Are the air fresheners in your bathroom over here from 1985?
I don't know, I haven't seen it in there.
They look old as hell, bro. I walked in, I was like, hell yeah, how long you guys been here?
That could be.
85. 75.
Salty says, thin or thick sliced tomatoes for sandwiches. I don't eat tomato sandwiches, Salty, so...
Yeah, that sounds whack.
I don't like tomatoes. So...
I don't even think tomatoes should exist, to be honest.
I don't like them.
I've never been down with them. It reminds me of like biting into a peach, except it tastes like shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a peach with a lie. It doesn't
know.
even have fuzzy fur on the outside to let
Right.
you know it's a peach.
My mom used to grow those like little baby tomatoes.
Oh, those
and
are
then
the
they would
fucking
just
worst.
fucking eat them, and I was like, oh, they're probably good. They're just munching them, and I'm like, this is disgusting. What the fuck is this?
I remember eating my first baby tomato, and like the fucking consistency of the tomato like almost made me vomit.
Oh, it's, yeah. I
It's
can't do
fucking
tomatoes. I can
gnarly,
actually,
bro.
if someone puts a tomato on a burger, it's a fucking cheeseburger, and I'm not gonna like. I can eat it.
Well, it's because it blends in.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you don't notice the tomato.
Yeah.
It's like fucking, like, if I go to Jimmy John's or something and get a sandwich, I don't want tomatoes on that.
Yeah, I
'cause
don't want it on
totally
there.
compromises the whole sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, tomatoes aren't. Don't talk shit about tomatoes, dude. I can't do them.
Tomatoes are big gay!
The biggest of the gay. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird that we all have different tastes, but yeah, tomatoes are one thing that I can't eat.
That's okay, man. I once ate deep fried bull testicles.
Was
That
that
was fucking disgusting.
is that better than tomato?
No, it was way better than a tomato. I'd eat Rocky Mountain oysters any day over a fucking tomato.
Most things deep fried are good though, so
That's what I'm saying. It's just like it's really rubbery, so it's like weird.
Yeah.
You're like you chewing on this thing for like hours on end, and you're like it's like gum, but it's meaty gum.
The
And then,
clitoris?
Nah, some like Rocky Mountain oysters, man. When you eat them deep fried bull testicles, it's like chewing gum.
Never had it.
It's like fucking dude. It's literally like chewing deep fried gum.
Is it worth trying?
I mean, taste ain't
so
bad.
it's better than
Like,
tomato.
I ain't gonna lie, it did not taste at all what I expected a testicle to taste like. So that was very, very good. It kind of has like more savory, salty taste, and I don't really want to think about why. But like,
Right.
but it's like if you get the chance, fuck it, man. Like it's not as bad as like you think it's gonna be.
It's nut.
DJ said, I eat a good tomato like I eat pussy, bruh. Not very often.
Damn, I was actually about to cut you off and say so not very often.
That's good. Not very often.
then
I
he
like
said,
my pussy like I like my tomatoes, non-existent.
not in my life at all. Lightly salted.
Ketchup is just sweet spaghetti sauce at Change My Mind. You wrong, Salty. Ketchup is fucking tomato blood, richened and coagulated to the perfect thickness.
You right. You right. Preach.
Right. Anyone got anything else before we fucking call this shit? Play our outro?
I once... Yeah, that's then. Let's go. See you guys.
We just fucking all leave. Just leave the stream going.
Bye, guys.
That'd be so funny. We all get up, the stream's just going until we start.
It's just William Dafoe for the next 42 hours.
We'll catch you on fucking Friday.
All right, guys, we're going to play our outro. Thanks again for hanging out. We'll be back probably tomorrow night with some game streams, and then Friday night we have potentially 2 guests coming on. Should be an interesting one. Same time, about 11. Actually, it's going to be earlier, about 8:30, 9:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So you got to figure that out on your own time.
Bye.
Should be a good one.
Alright, goodbye, guys.
Farewell.
Outro now.
What in tarnation, an outro?
Hey, partners.
Thanks for watching the episode. I'm sure that we were stupid and silly and funny, and you love us. I'm glad you made it to the end. We want to show you the other stuff we got going on in our world. If you scroll down on our Twitch right now, you'll find our About Me, what's going on the podcast, different things like that. We have our links to everything down here. If you want to donate, you can. You don't have to. It helps us out. Here's our schedule for the next upcoming little while. There are streams that come in every once in a while that aren't on the schedule. Our Patreon is one thing that we are trying to take off. We really enjoy Patreon as a service, and they let us do whatever we want. So when you click on this Patreon link that you scroll down below, it will take you over to our page, and this is where you can find some exclusive content that you can't find anywhere else right now. It's not on YouTube. It's not anywhere else. We have a couple podcasts that are privated just for certain reasons.
Got a little too much.
Got a little too rowdy for YouTube. We also have a couple exclusives, which are pretty raunchy, especially our classic XXL BBW and Chlamydia, a Forest and West story. The OG story. If you haven't heard that story or haven't heard anyone reference that story, now's the time.
It's only a buckaroo.
It's $1. It helps us a lot, and we also have some deals going on. If you want to up the buck a little bit, we'll give you shout outs. You know, we want to help each other out. Obviously, the other big thing is YouTube. Everyone knows what YouTube is. All of our podcasts, some of our old gaming can be found here. Our new exclusive Bible Boys just went up on Patreon, and also Spooky Boy Things is up on YouTube. Make sure to check those out. Yeah, we got lots of old gaming, Layers of Fear, Outlast, some of the classics. Watch Forrest get jump scared. And then for some of the new age stuff, we're on Spotify. Everything's on Spotify. And, of course, iTunes. We have everything uploaded to iTunes. The only other one that we don't have pulled up is Podbean, but Podbean links to all this. So go check it out. Go follow us. Our Twitter is down below on the Twitch as well. Instagram's on there. Facebook is on there. We reply to everyone's messages.
And also on iTunes, don't forget to give us that 5-star rating. If you like what we do, we'd really appreciate it.
And just remember, the more that you guys help us out, the bigger we get. Of course, the more we're going to help all you out. So, you know, throw us a bone. You know what I'm saying?
Really motherfucking appreciate it. But yeah.
Thanks for watching the episode. We love you guys. Have a good one.
See you guys later. Dad.